welcome everybody to the Revolution Gaming Podcast for December, Part 1. I might as well put it that way. But yeah, I'm going to bring the guys in and I'll explain all that and we'll get started. Alright, we are ready to go. Okay, so to explain this, everybody, this is Part 1 of the December podcast because we're going to be doing this in 2 parts. The first part is right now, where we're going to be doing your community awards during the topic section. And then later on this month, right before Christmas, or as early as we can get, I mean, as close as we can get it without interfering with each other's plans,
of course,
we're going to do our game awards, which will be, we're going to pick, well, I'm going to pick some topics, and then we're going to try and do the best that we can to make it so you're not absolutely disappointed in us. I always fail in that regard, but these guys are pretty good at it. I always pick those games where my game of the year is, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is wrong with this guy?" But it's usually that way, right, Dan? It's right, Dan. I always feel called out by Dan. But yeah, as we always do, we're gonna start out with the joke games of the month. So who would like to go first?
I'll jump up at once.
Well, Silver doesn't have one, so he can put his hand down.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even have my hand up.
Oh, here. Silver can have this one. It's called Bugger Off.
Yeah, there you go.
I did see someone mention that. Wasn't it Memich that had that?
That's my joke game.
Oh,
my joke
shit.
game.
Sorry, Ray.
I was like,
Ray.
This game is basically what Silver tells me all the time. All right.
No.
Bugger Off.
That bastard's bugger off.
Frick you.
Finding refreshing tower defense, tasked with controlling and commanding a squadron of specially trained frogs. Your mission is to thwart a relentless bug invasion. Brace yourselves as each wave increases in difficulty with bosses that take damage for days.
Yeah, you know what? That actually sounds.
The frog's just going blab,
reminds me
blab,
of,
blab, blab, blab.
It reminds me of Gemcraft, just with frogs.
Right.
Developer.
Or balloons.
Developed by Ribbit Incorporated.
Oh my god.
Oh, of course. Of fucking course.
How much you want to bet they got
Perfect,
a
that's
ton
perfect.
of frog?
There's nothing fishy about this game.
Nope. Nothing.
Well, Reddit.
It's completely amphibious.
Frog factions? I've heard of that one. Alright, what's next?
Mine, which is Kiniku Neko Super Muscle Cat.
Alright, we'll just
Yes,
type
you
in
may
super...
paste that.
Oh god. Is this gonna be like how I imagine it to be? Where he plays a cat with
There it is, spot him.
muscle bound.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh no!
What do you mean? This
No!
isn't...
They changed it! They changed the release date!
God.
It's okay, I'm still gonna laugh at it. I'm still gonna...
I mean,
God,
it is a joke game, so
Yeah,
fucking serious right now.
I'd say that's still a joke.
it is a joke.
God, what the absolute fuck?
This is what
What am I
Murmish...
looking
This is
at?
what Murmish thinks he looks like when he's in the mirror.
So, I mean,
With the
I'm just
cat
gonna
head
draw a
looking-
conclusion from that trailer.
Holy
This
fuck.
cat gets like spandex put on him and he turns into a muscly Chad.
Yeah!
That's how this goes. That's how this works.
This
And
looks
as soon as you,
It looks
as soon
too
as you take it
ridiculous
off, it
not
turns
to
back into a
freaking-
normal cat.
It's so cringe. It's so
It looked too ridiculous not to mention.
I can't wait for this to come out. Murmish
Yep.
is gonna have to review it. Everybody who agrees with me out in chat, make sure to put number one.
No!
I.
Yeah, I want a full review of this game.
I mean, there's even bodybuilding sections.
Yep. You're reviewing this game, Memich.
Yeah, and then you gotta do a video review
No!
wearing only
To be fair,
spandex.
Burbage, you've
And you
reviewed worse games.
I've reviewed worse.
Yep, you gotta do a video of it.
I was gonna say, Dollar
Like actual
Simulator was
video
not the
review.
worst one you ever reviewed, though.
No, it wasn't. That would have been
No.
the one where you had to move stuff across a
Yeah, it was the one with bears,
broken
right?
bridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Feed the Horse Bear.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah.
That was a
Right.
rage game. I absolutely despised that.
All right, Ray, what's yours?
Toucan Rampage Sandstorm Shooter.
Oh, great. From cats to toucans. Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna cheat. I'll actually.
From frogs to cats to toucans.
Oh, yeah. Right. We've had 3 animal joke games. Okay, so this month is the.
They're easy, what
the
can I say?
season-
They're easy to make fun of.
Don't
Yeah, the
worry,
season
don't
of
worry,
animal
Silver.
games.
I will avenge you because my joke game is specifically for you.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know if whether or not I should look forward to it or not.
What in the world?
Yes.
Shoot the toucan.
The shit. It is actually a first-person shooter.
This is
Yeah,
why
what the
this
fuck?
is why we cannot stop buying Fruit Loops, guys. Look what will happen to Toucan Sam if we stop buying.
Oh
And look, Silver, they even have floor chicken.
Oh my god.
Ugh. Well, that's a fucking throwback to fucking Vampire Survivors and so forth and so forth. Wait, didn't Gauntlet have fucking floor chickens?
All right, all right. You ready? You ready, Silver? You ready for premium top tier gaming?
All right.
Randy
Sure, man.
Blaster 3D.
Randy Blaster 3D.
That's
Oh
deadly.
boy.
Oh, heal me! Someone tell me to live! Somebody tell me to live!
Oh, fucking what the hell?
Low gravity and deep
It is a satirical retro style shooter with deep Twitch integration, and you have to fight this guy named Randy. Whew.
Oh no. Well, yeah, I'm sure the Twitch integration would certainly send you into madness.
Listen, I already know what I'm getting Silver for Christmas.
Oh fuck me.
Because the game comes out on Christmas.
Thing is, Tim, I don't stream, so
Yeah.
can't make
that's
use
fun.
of one of its probably most interesting features, I suppose.
Aw, it's alright. You don't have to play it with it. It has a bot mode where it will just fuck with you by itself. It's fine.
Oh, that's just fucking mean. Wait, it has a bot mode? Oh, fuck.
So basically, instead of having Twitch integration, the game's like, oh, you just want to play by yourself? Now we'll fuck with you instead.
I don't know what I should be more concerned with. The fact that a bot will determine the outcome, or players can determine an outcome. Huh.
But
Yeah,
gameplay-wise,
yeah,
it's a
hard to
Silver
tell
game.
what's worse. True.
Well,
Just
fuck.
with a guy named Randy's face on everything.
And you know what the best part is? I don't even have to buy it for him. It's free. But it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. Alright. Now that we got that out of the way, who wants to go first about games we're talking about this month? Who wants to go first? Who's got that thing that they need to talk about?
I mean, I need to talk about Death Must Die, because I have not done that enough.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
There you go.
Yeah, he's played more of it than I have. I have not.
Oh,
played
just to
it,
clarify, Ray did win the Game of the Month pick last month as well.
With this,
Yep.
it's good.
And I got
Play it.
big ol' loser because RoboQuest 2 sucks.
Yeah, he got
Yeah.
Burmich's game
Which
for
probably
pick of the
shouldn't have
month.
spread.
Burmich's
I
game
shouldn't
for
have
pick
been
of the
surprised.
month was mostly negative.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. RoboQuest 1 didn't exactly, sorry, not RoboQuest,
Don't worry, Burmich made
Yeah,
the same
RoboQuest.
mistake.
Yeah, the original RoboQuest was
RoboCraft.
Yeah.
RoboCraft, there you go.
Sorry,
RoboQuest
yeah,
is a
Robo-
great game. Don't you dare.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is such a
Don't you
good
insult my
game.
RoboQuest? I played that
I've
this
been-
morning.
The
But
game
I-
not long
what?
came out. Anyway.
What do you
Go-
played
anyway.
it this morning?
I was playing it this morning.
And I wasn't here. But
No,
then
you
again,
weren't.
You do need to catch up. So
Review, please.
Yes.
Death Must Die. So it is a Vampire Survivors like, but it's got
More Diablo-esque.
it's got Diablo loot and like progress. So you're like between run progression is you get to keep all the loot you pick up,
Nice.
and it's also kind of got this what was that game called? That other roguelike that's really popular.
Hades?
Hades, yes. It's kind of got a Hades setting where as you go through your run, various gods give you blessings whenever you level up,
Oh, nice.
and so it has really good atmosphere, and the gods are all voice acted, which surprised me when 1.0 when the early access came out. It's a nice touch.
Which
And
is
they
rare.
even have the plot, not that there's too much plot besides death must die, there you go, is interestingly delivered in like when you have blessings from one god, another god has a chance of having comments about that god, so you get a lot of interpersonal relationship stuff there.
Nice.
And between runs, the various characters that you unlock will like have certain dialogues between each other. It's all very fun and interesting. And you can find books in missions that have lore in them.
So for $7,
can also be
man,
very
I
entertaining.
find that to be an impressive package.
We don't have a string for
Oh my goodness, it is more than a steal at the current price that it's at. And it's not easy either. It is definitely a challenge. And once you've beaten a level, you can add modifiers to it to make it even more challenging, but it increases the loot rarity. It's good. This is a package, and it's not even fully out yet. So if you like your Vampire Survivor like gameplay loop, this is for you. Absolutely. I'll give this an 8 out of 10 already, and it's still in early access.
Nice.
It looks very good.
Oh,
It
it's
is.
fantastic.
All right, who
Certainly
wants to
can
go
be.
next?
I suppose I can speak about 20 minutes till dawn after actually finally finishing a fucking run. Oh man, that was a pleasant victory.
Speaking of
yes,
difficult
indeed.
Vampire Survivor legs,
Yep.
There you go.
20 minutes till dawn is not fucking easy, and that final boss, at least for the first stage, oh my goodness gracious me, he was one tanky fucker, and if I didn't have all that movement speed, yeah, definitely would have been fucked. It's definitely got a very simplistic color scheme, but each character works differently, and they each have their own advantages and disadvantages. Scarlet is just overpowered with SMGs, I must say, especially once you start building up her pyro techniques. It just gets insane. You start covering the screen with projectiles and all sorts of fucking fire-based attacks. Yeah, you can kind of lose track of where you are sometimes. As long as you keep on moving, you'll be fine. But yeah, after finally finishing a run, I was like, okay, now I finally understand how this game works. I finally understand that, yeah, it's better to focus on the character's elemental abilities if they have them, rather than just, trying to mix it up with other things they're not good with or good at. So there is definitely some strategy there and some
Like aces in
know-how
their
about how the
places, as they
characters
used
handle.
to say.
Pretty much. And comparing to all the other Survivor style games I've played, this is definitely one of the more challenging ones. Especially since your starter weapon, which you can select after you selected the character that you want to play as, does kind of matter. Because at first, you slow your movement as you attack, and there is a way to auto aim, but you can't auto attack, so you have to attack manually. And after like 20 minutes, that can kind of wear on your fucking pinky finger or your index finger, depending on what you're pressing to attack.
No.
And and the interesting thing is that unlike other Survivor games, when the final boss shows up, the timer stops at 1 second, and you have to kill that boss or die.
Wow.
And if you don't kill that boss, you don't progress. You don't basically finish the level. So that's very unique to that game, if I recall. I don't
Since
know
you
if Halls of
mention it, yeah.
Torment has that. The Halls of Torment, I think the Halls of Torment also has that kind of thing, where if you don't beat the final boss, yeah, that's it. The timer just stops after like 1 second. So that's an interesting little mechanic of that game. But yeah, it's definitely was one hell of a wild ride. I can't believe I actually managed to do that. But I did have this artifact that allowed me to heal after every certain amount of hits, and like a 0.05 chance to heal. But because of how much ammo I had for the twin machine guns and how many hits I was managed to get in against enemies, I was able to heal myself constantly, which saved my ass. Let me tell you, holy shit! I felt like I cheated the game somehow, you know.
It's like
Even though I
a
didn't know what I was
0.5
doing.
chance can be a lot if you have 10,000 chances. Yeah.
0.05.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, that chance is extremely tiny, but
Half a tenth of a percent.
Yeah.
you notice it. Holy crap! No, man, it was awesome.
All right. So what do you think,
I can't
Silver? What's your?
Definitely an 8.
Okay.
Definitely.
I
Absolutely.
want to hear
So much more
Murmich's
fun.
review, just
So many
because
games
the
to play.
people were here a few minutes ago. I want to hear Murmich's review.
Oh,
Wait,
the one for the one of the DreamWorks All-Star Kart Racing.
Yeah, let's hear what you think. Since the game
Oh,
crashed,
boy.
the game crashed and ended my stream. Tell me how great it is, please.
All right,
That's
the game, character-wise, feels like the Sonic and All-Star Racing transformed. Handling-wise, feels like All-Star Racing transformed. Character collection-wise, it's like the Sonic Team Racing, and with the car upgrades. But like, the characters are just weird. Like, I'm sorry, like, I know they can't hire the original voice actors for everything, but gosh dang, does some of the characters sound different? Either different or just downright annoying.
Like Shrek. Shrek is the first
Yeah.
character you hear in the game, and he's
Oh yeah,
like...
the tutorial is terrible. Like, oh my god, like they force you to do the tutorial before you can do anything.
Oh, how bad's the
But-
eggs?
No, the voice
And-
acting is fucking terrible. Donkey's okay.
Yeah.
Whoever does Donkey isn't too bad.
He's
But
not
Shrek-
too bad.
But Shrek sounds castrated. I mean, it's...
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
To be fair, after how many movies he's had, do you think he's not?
So,
Maybe.
if you've seen Tim streams and you've heard me play the Yogscast character in Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed, you've heard nothing compared to what Hiccup's voice actor is from How to Train Your Dragon in this thing. It was annoying me.
Now that's saying something.
Yes, it
It
is.
was.
Yeah.
But I actually never got any crashes, surprisingly enough.
Well,
From
shit.
the same publisher who made the new Walking Dead game.
Oh, Nacon. Oh dear.
No, it's
Was
And the
that
Nickelodeon
Ga-
All-Star
it's
Brawl.
Game Mill.
But now,
Oh.
to be
Well.
fair, the map design is very good.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I'll
The-
agree.
The racing track design is very good, very fun to play, and the carts handle very well. The pickups are weird, considering there's two ways to pick things up. You can either pick up music notes for like the trolls, and then there's just the straight up item boxes. The challenge mode is pretty similar to what you'd expect from like Sonic and All-Star Racing Transformed. It's basically just a bunch of challenges, but that's basically how you unlock a lot of new characters. So you have to complete the challenges to get it. So I find it hilarious that on Lord Farquaad's cart, Gingy is just on the front, as you can see sometimes in the trailer. It's great.
So,
But,
Rapunzel, you are correct, and that's probably why I can't find anybody in online multiplayer.
Yeah.
I guarantee the game does not have that
It's-
multiplayer.
And do you know what's sad? Despite releasing like this, it was released for the Switch as well.
Ooh.
Now, is this game worth its current price? No, absolutely not.
No, I'll break my neck shaking my head. No, that hurt. $40.
I'm buying full price.
This is a $10 to $15 game at best.
Okay, so to be fair, it is better than that fucking NASCAR game I played a few weeks ago for the people that were there for that Sublime Sunday.
Oof.
Played a NASCAR game, and I rank it as like one of the top worst games of the year. It's bland, boring, and it was $50 fucking dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And it was worse than this. It was worse than this by far.
Wow, what a...
Big price tags on bad games is like twisting the knife before you pull it out.
Remember, they have big IPs attached to them, so they think they can get away with
I
it.
know.
But yeah, this game pretty much works on, oh hey, we've got all these characters that you like. Come race with them.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
they don't sound like them. That's the problem.
a lot of them don't sound like them. Now some of the voice actors did do a decent job of trying to imitate the actual voice actors.
Puss in Boots.
But-
Nice tries,
Yeah.
friends.
Oh, ad break. Wait, why am I not subscribed?
I don't know. Stop being cheap.
There we go.
That's fucking teamwork.
Yeah, look it. He's subscribed now, guys.
So I don't
I was
have to
gonna
watch
say-
ads.
All right. So what's your overall
How dare
grade?
they put down ads while I was talking? But I cannot in good faith give this, like, if it didn't crash, I would give it a 5 out of 10. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10.
That's fair.
Sounds fair to me.
Yeah.
Should
That's
that price
apparently
tag?
people are having issues.
Yeah, they need to fix the bugs. They need to iron it out a little bit more. I wish it just feels like not there yet for some reason.
And it's never
Don't
gonna
get me wrong.
there. I
Game
guarantee it's not gonna
as a
get back.
racing game, as a kart racing game, it's a fun experience. But as a good kart racing game, it's not there yet.
We'll see it in the sequel, All Stars 2.
Fuck off.
But I will say
All-Star
their
Kart Racing Transform.
Yeah.
No,
their
fuck
tracks
off.
are still 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh yeah, the
The
tracks.
tracks are still god tier.
Only the tracks, though.
The
That's
amount
it.
of tracks and the tracks themselves are both good.
Yes.
Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about my first game, which Silver knows plenty about. Spells and Secrets.
Mhm.
Okay.
So far, so good.
I really like this game. I know Let's Maybe was the one that was all about this game, but I really enjoyed it. Whether I'm playing it by myself or co-op with somebody. I know, me and Silver both agree the game should have online co-op. That'd be way better. But,
Yeah, so we can progress together. You know what?
playing with other people is fun. And as long as somebody's not playing on a Steam deck where the controls are uncomfortable for them, I imagine it's an okay experience.
Yeah, that's why I had to change the control scheme. It
What?
works perfectly for me with my change of control scheme.
But I do have to say the game itself is really solid. I like the variations and spells and what you can do to modify the spells. I like how you go, like, you upgrade from first year spells to second to third.
Mhm.
Yeah, like you can use elementals to take out each other. The bosses are cool. Like there is a lot of different ones, so you're not playing the same one every damn time, every run that you do.
Oh,
Yeah,
because it's randomized.
yeah, I was really impressed with this. I give it an 8 out of 10. The only reason that I would give it anything less than, I would give it a 9, but it needs online co-op because I feel like it'd be a
Yep.
lot better experience to play when you each had your own instance to run in. But other than that, the game is very solid, and for the whopping price of $25, I think it's. Plus, it has a demo.
Yeah.
If you haven't played the
Yeah,
game or you
exactly.
haven't checked it out yet, check out the demo for yourself. Or, you know, if like me and Silver's case, if you have somebody who owns the game, just hop in a session with them. Try it out for yourself.
Yep,
Yeah,
for sure.
I highly recommend the game. It's actually really, really fun.
Oh yeah, spells definitely get better as you are able to acquire more. And then of course there's the different ways to defeat enemies. You don't have to use basic mechanics, you can also use the environment to defeat enemies,
Yes.
like we
Yeah.
have done with bosses.
All right. Anybody else
Like
have
the boss that
anything
can
else?
electrify things.
I know you guys don't have a lot to review.
Oh, I have a few things.
Okay, well, usually you guys don't. I'm gonna be proud of Ray this month. Okay, Ray, what do you got?
You'd be disappointed in me because I only have one.
Well, I also happen to, on the topic of Vampire Survivors, purchase Vampire Survivors this month, so I can talk about
Wait,
that.
Can I talk about that too?
Even
I mean,
though
you played it this month too.
I
so
did
yeah.
play it. I very did much start it.
I think we've all played it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, now I believe we've all played it.
Fun, but difficult.
It is fun. It is quite fun. I've always been a little apprehensive of the whole auto attack on it, but it definitely didn't feel that bad with the selection of weapons that it gives you. I think it works best with how they've crafted their weapons specifically. Like some of them, I would like if they were designed any differently, I might have complained. Going from Hollow Cure to this, my only complaint would be that Hollow Cure has a feature where you can hold your aim in a specific direction, separate from your movement, and that would be phenomenal for Vampire Survivors. Specifically for one weapon, and one weapon only.
Is it the knife?
It's the knife, because the knife is the only weapon I believe that... Well, actually, there's the knife and another one in the
There's
expansion.
the bow as well.
Actually,
the bow.
your
Does the
aim.
fire wand go where you're aiming?
No, Fire Wand is random.
Okay.
So I have a question
The
since we've all played this and other ones. Is Vampire Survivor your favorite in the genre, or is it just a good one in the genre?
Ooh, that's really tough to say. It's the
No,
one
I would
most of.
definitely
No,
not
it's
say
not
it's my
my
favorite.
It's
It's
not
not
actually
it's
my
not
favorite.
mine either.
The only
I
one
would
that I've
s-
tried is Hollow Cure. Aside from this one, I really, really like Hollow Cure. I have a lot of fun with it. I haven't gone as far into this one to say I like this one more than Hollow Cure, but that's just because I haven't unlocked the super crazy stuff yet.
I would say Brotato's still my favorite.
I'd say Horse of Torment is probably my favorite. It's just because it feels so Diablo-esque.
Okay, my favorite in this style, I have to say Vampire Hunters is probably my favorite overall in anything like this. You have this one, remember Silver, the one that you saw that's actually a first-person version of...
Which was actually pretty unique.
Yeah.
It is unique.
And then with the whole weapon system, I was like, oh my fucking god,
Yeah,
you
you-
can fill the screen with how
Yeah,
many weapons you have.
you can make your whole entire character just
As a weapon.
guns. Yeah, just
You
guns.
are the weapon.
What about Halls of Torment?
That's
Yeah,
insane.
somebody, who said they liked Halls of Torment better? Silver, right?
Silver.
Yeah, that's the one I like the most out of the ones I've played. And I own about, 5 or 6 Survivor games now, including Nomad, which is what Let's Maybe sent me a copy of. Then there's another one. Shit, I can't remember, but I've actually bought that one recently. So that one's more party based though, which is actually very unique compared to all the others that I've played. Because you can have 3 companions with you to act as their own weapons, and you can upgrade their weapons as well as your own.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That one's gonna get very chaotic.
I'm sorry to
That one's
derail
easy.
this whole thing, Ray. I apologize. Go ahead and
No,
talk
it's
about
fair.
your game.
Yeah, no, it's
very fair.
Carry on. Sorry.
It's fair.
Yeah, sorry.
I think what
You asked a fair
best with
question.
Vampire Survivors is how easy it is to get into.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like, you can really just hop in and jump in and you're playing. Like, there's not really... You don't need a tutorial. You don't need guides
Like-
or anything like that. It's pretty self-explanatory, and jumping in is very easy. And it has a very, very, like, actual arcade cabinet style to it, which is nice and not
Which is pretty much
commonly
just
seen anymore.
Move and pick.
Well, there's that too, but like the main menu is very like arcade cabinet, and all of the sound effects you could see in an arcade,
Oh yeah.
and even the like
Vampire
sequence-
Survivors arcade machine when?
Right?
Dude,
It would work. I guarantee you it would work. But it's like even the secrets and the unlockable stuff, and it's
Oh, there's some of that.
got a
Alright,
lot of
so
hidden stuff that's surprising.
I've got an idea, and I think we should stick to it. After
Mhm.
we do our Game Awards one at the end of the month, for the
Yeah.
show after the show that we do once in a while, we should do Vampire Survivors 4-player co-op with remote play.
Holy shit.
Is that a thing?
Yes, it
We can
is.
do that.
Yes, it is.
Unfortunately, I have not played the PC version. I've mostly played on the Xbox there, so
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, if you're playing a remote
I'll-
play, it's based on whoever's hosting. Anyway.
true.
Yeah.
And I will say that I've tried local co-op, and it's a little different to how you would expect it to work. I'll
can
explain
imagine.
when we actually get to it in detail. I don't want to do it right now because I don't want to take
Yeah.
more time.
That'll be fun. I'll have to try that because I've
will-
definitely not had
with-
a chance for
With the
that.
4 of us, that's gonna be
Yeah.
so fucking chaotic.
Yeah.
Especially since we can't like go our own way. We all have to stay in the rectangle that is Tim's screen. Or whoever's gonna
Yeah.
host, honestly.
Fair enough.
That's gonna be a limiting factor, just so you know.
I know, I love it.
But it's gonna
I
be
will
chaotic.
die.
Chaos and teamwork, baby. That's what this channel's all
I'm in
about.
danger.
Welcome,
in danger.
welcome to the revolution.
Yeah.
We only deal in chaos and teamwork.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
fucking
coffee.
teamwork.
And coffee. We like
Yes.
coffee here too.
Powered by coffee.
All right, so what's your review score? I'm
Kennedys.
sorry, we keep on getting sidetracked.
I mean, as a kind of like the poster child of a genre, it's got to get an 8. It's
Yep.
definitely worth the purchase and the playtime if you
Oh, absolutely.
enjoy it.
I would agree 8, if
Wild.
not higher.
And if you've liked any other Vampire Survivor liked, then you might as well go see where a lot of the hype originated from. I don't know if it's necessarily the first of its kind, but it's definitely what made the whole genre popular.
I
Close
don't
the
know if
door,
it
buddy.
was. I certainly can't remember anything that came before it. Or,
Cute.
yeah, honestly, I can't remember. It was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. We can always look it up.
Okay. All right. So, do you have anything else, Silver?
Well,
if
I
the
did
answer is
play,
no, it's fine.
I did play like 40 plus hours of Baldur's Gate 3 at this point. So I finished Act 1 at fucking last. My god, I didn't realize Act 1 was that long. Now that I've actually played it more extensively, yeah, I can see why people fucking adore the game. The combat is just so damn smooth.
I
And
can't.
if you start getting crit hits with spells or attacks, you can just wreck bosses like they're fucking nothing.
I can't
It's all down to
wait
luck.
till Silver's full review when him and Dan are done beating the whole game.
You're gonna have to wait until next year because
I
that
know.
I
game
was
is
gonna say,
fucking
expect June, maybe next
Yeah,
year
yeah,
at the
I'm
very
fine
least.
with that.
Maybe not that long. Maybe not that
I don't
long.
know. No,
We're
it'll
already
take you
done
that.
with Act 1. And Act 2, from what Dan tells me, is not as long as Act 1. And that actually kind of surprises me, truth be told. I'm like, really? It's not 40 plus hours long? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair point.
All right.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna.
of
Go
course, I'm
ahead.
playing Rogue, so, my favorite class is Rogue. Because stabby stabby. And shooty shooty.
Stab. Stabby stabby.
So
Nothing
Stealthy
personnel,
classes are
dude.
so
I'm
overpowered.
gonna take some time to talk about the return of Codemaster in probably the best game that they've made since Dirt 4. Right?
Really?
Yeah.
What about
EA
Rally
Sports
good? Or
WRC,
not like
which
that?
they World Rally Championship. Codemaster has now taken over this franchise as a replacement for Dirt. And I was very worried because it's an EA game. And EA, it's in the game as in microtransactions. But no, thankfully there is nothing besides cosmetics that you can buy. And
Thank
the,
fuck.
the gameplay is a very good mixture of the mainline Dirt series mixed with a little bit of Dirt Rally and like the simulation standpoint. Like Dirt series is more of like fun arcadey with a little bit of challenge. And Dirt Rally has been like, the very simulation, very difficult, precise type game. This is a beautiful mixture of the two. I would say this is tied for the best racing game of the year, probably with, no, I would probably say it's the best racing game I've played all year. Especially since the performance was better than both the other ones I've played by a mile. So yeah, I give this game a 9. I'm the only person out of the 4 of us that really likes racing games like this. So it's kind of my responsibility to cover these if I want to talk about them. But I really enjoyed them, and I really enjoy this game. I would recommend, if you have Game Pass, or if you want to check it out and you have EA, like you can get EA Play for like 99 cents on a trial. I would recommend checking it out for a few hours. You get a 5-hour trial for 99 cents. Check it out. See if it's something for you, you know? It's fantastic though, and it's beautiful, and it runs butter smooth. I had no issues running the game at a solid 60 on high 1080p the whole time. So I would highly recommend this game. It made me want to, I went back to Amazon and started looking for racing pedals again for the first time in years because of this game. So I highly recommend it.
If that's not an endorsement, I don't know what is.
Dude, I want one so bad. I want to get the one where I can hook it to my desk and have the foot pedals on the floor. I really Alright. So who else has got some? I know Ray's got stuff. Do you have one, Silver? I'm sorry, I didn't let you answer before. I just thought I'd quickly get that in there.
No, you're alright, man. Let's see. I've been surprisingly jumping between games, believe it or not.
That is not surprising, sir.
Not surprising at all.
I'm trying to finish the stuff I'm currently playing, but you know, I just get distracted so easily. Can you blame me?
You are correct, Dan.
I don't think there's anything else at length I can speak about, so not right now.
Okay.
Maybe next podcast.
Yeah, because remember, you get to do it at the end of the month too. So if you have more time to play something, we can always do it then. All right.
Righto.
Ray, what do you got? What else you got?
Well, here, let me give another one for Murmich to talk about too, because Backpack Hero came out 1.0 last month, and that brought a entirely new game mode to the game. Story mode.
So now there is an entire town and a whole like progression system where you can actually unlock weapons and stuff. And yeah, basically instead of just your run ending and you don't get to keep anything, you actually bring stuff back, and you need to bring certain things back to unlock certain other items. And you actually unlock the different characters and just that instead of just having them unlocked by default.
I guess this is a good time to mention that tomorrow for Coffee and Indie, I'm gonna be playing Backpack Hero.
Oh look! Oh great!
Yeah, I will be playing it.
Have fun with story mode.
Oh yes, it is.
Don't get sucked in too hard.
And
it feels a lot better.
And Police Simulator tomorrow morning too, where I have to eat coffee and donuts.
Oh no.
That's part
Just
of a
your
dare.
arm, right?
Yeah, no, literally, it's part of the dare. I have to drink coffee and eat donuts while playing Police Simulator.
I mean, fair enough.
Hey, I don't see that as a bad thing.
No, it's not. It's not. But
it means you can write it off as a work expense, right?
Exactly. You guys have talked about this before. Does 1.0 add enough to make it any higher?
Like
any higher of a score than
play.
that? Okay. Yep.
Kind of a game, and now this adds a much more kind of invested mode where you actually have progression and you can do things between runs that further future runs, and so it feels like a much more cohesive experience with story mode. But you can still go and do quick runs if you want, and enjoyed that.
Okay. Because quick runs is probably what I'll try tomorrow morning.
That'll give you the quick feel of how the game plays and what to expect, but definitely if you're playing the game for the first time, I highly recommend the mode. It has more in-depth tutorials on each of the characters and shorter run lengths, but you can do stuff between runs too. And the town management is kind of fun in and of itself. You get to decorate the whole place and make it look however you want.
Nice.
But yes, now that it's in 1.0, I would definitely say we could improve the score. What do you think, Merv?
Yes.
Okay, so what are you
I
gonna
don't
give?
even remember what I gave it before. I think I gave it a 7 because it was an early access.
Yep.
I think it's definitely 8 or 9 now.
I'm gonna give it
It's,
a 9 with 180 hours in game playtime.
Oh yeah, that's definitely extensive.
I was gonna say, you better rank it good if you're gonna put it on your end of the year list.
Yeah.
Oh, it could end up on the end of the year list. It definitely
Well, then you better make it a
is.
9 then. You better make it a 9.
Oh yeah.
It's
I'm only rating it a 9 because like there's still a few minor bugs here and there to fix. So it's not a perfect game, but it's pretty dang close.
It's not perfect, but it's addictive. It is definitely a rabbit or mouse hole you could fall into.
Yes.
So it's
No, there's rabbits in the game.
fun factor.
Yes, but you don't.
play as any
You
of
can't
them,
play.
but-
You can't play as a rabbit.
Fun factor can make up for a lot in a game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, indeed.
All right. Let's see.
And you can bring
I have
home
one of-
cheese.
So we've had too much positivity. Let's bring something negative into the
Oh great.
fold. Okay, so let's talk about the Walking Dead Destinies.
Oh boy.
One of the worst games of the year, and that's not surprising considering what trash we've had so far.
Can I say something entirely honest though?
Go
this
right
is-
ahead,
this
Tim.
is-
You
this
are
is-
100% always at
This is nowhere near the worst game of the year.
Seems like a different life.
Nowhere near. Like the people that make headlines.
So it's not a contender.
No, it is not a contender for worst game of the year.
One before mom.
Nowhere
Wow,
near.
really?
No.
Despite the
Is-
character models looking really shit.
It is okay. Is it a cheaply made game? Yes. Does
Yeah,
it actually
definitely looks like it.
Does it actually have some ideas that make it worth playing if you get it dirt cheap? Yeah, there actually is some. There's some redeeming factors in the game that make it worth playing.
Really?
Which is what This is what I can't say for like Gollum, or Kong Skull Island, or Stray
Wow,
Souls, or
that's
anything
funny.
like that, right? Like those games, I can't tell you there's one fucking reason to play those games at all. Like I can't think of one. At least with this game, there's enough interesting ideas in the game that if you got the game for, let's say, $15, or as part of a humble bundle, or something like that, right? You could play this game and actually find things you enjoy. The decisions that you make changes in the game. There's actual consequences to your actions in the game. Which is like a lot of games say, oh, make tough choices, and then it changes nothing. This, you make the wrong choices, people die, you'll never be able to play as them ever. And it changes the whole run of the game. Like,
Oof.
I mean, it sticks to that really hard. This whole entire game is built around choices. It's not. Is it a great action game? No. Is it a great graphical game? No. But is there some things that you could play and be like, oh shit, and actually think it's pretty cool? Yes. So is it the worst game of the year? No. Is it a good game? Also no. But I'm sick of people saying like everything's like a new contender for worst game of the year. No, it's not even close. It's a 4. The choices mechanic really is the only thing that is great in the game, but there are a lot of things that are mediocre, and the only things that's really poor is the facial animations and the cutscenes. They're fucking god awful bad. But the combat's alright. Like, there actually is like stealth, and you should use it. And the decisions you make like actually will build your team and actually make a big difference in how your playthrough goes. So, it's not the worst thing. It reminds me of, I think I mentioned this when you were watching. Were you watching Silver when I played this? Pretty sure you
Yes,
were.
I
Yeah.
was.
I mentioned it a couple times. I think this game would have been great as like an old Xbox Live or, you know,
Yeah.
PSN type game. Like it's
Yeah.
that type, right? It's definitely something that should have been like $15 digital only on an app store.
Yep, not
This
this.
game wouldn't have get nearly as much backlash if it wasn't using the Walking Dead IP. I agree with that.
That's probably why as well.
I get it, but I feel like the budget was probably next to fucking nothing for this game.
That doesn't excuse how it ended up.
No, it doesn't. But I was saying to say it's one of the worst games of the year. At least there's no cutscenes where they took literally a JPEG and put it on the screen and said,
Oh,
"Have
yeah.
a good day," like
No,
it's
they
Skull
did not.
Island. So
Yeah, now that is fucking atrocious.
I
yeah,
was gonna say between Kong and Skullum, I think worst game of the year has some real tough competition. You'd have to be pretty bad to
I
take it down to that.
actually
far.
I'm on upon thinking about. I'm gonna give the game a 3. Okay, anything below a 3 doesn't work in my opinion, right? Anything below 3 is graphically just doesn't work. Like a 1 is absolutely busted. A 2 has bugs and is a terrible game. This is just a terrible game, but it runs all right. Would I recommend anybody run out and buy it? No, but compared to the trash fires that we've seen this year, it still doesn't compare. That's
So
my
you give it a 1.
3.
Okay, yeah, sounds fair to me. Especially since the cutscenes aren't really cutscenes; they're more like just still images.
Now, to give you an idea, my worst game of the year is a 2. So when we get to that point in the podcast, you know, the next one when we do the awards, the worst game of the year for me is a 2. So it definitely doesn't contend, but it's still really bad.
Didn't I actually just like blatantly say something was a 1 when we played something? We played something together, and I was just like, "This game was a fucking 1. Fuck this game," something like that. I can't remember what it was, unfortunately. But I
Aw.
think we played something, and I was just like,
You're gonna
"Nope,
have
I
to go
hate
through
this game."
the old podcast then, Silver. Figure out
Yep.
which one it is.
Yeah.
Or old streams.
Yeah. Well,
Thanks.
it's not through a podcast. It was definitely something that me and Tim played together.
Hey, Kill.
Played it
Hey,
once,
Kill.
and I was
Just
like, nope.
staying in people's minds rent free forever. All right. What you got? Any more, Ray?
I got one more I could talk about.
Okay, so don't I. So we're good. All right. So what is it?
I think I did. Oh yeah, Dome Keeper. That's right. I played Dome Keeper.
Oh, you did.
Yes, I played 8 hours of Dome Keeper now.
I like Dome Keeper. It's a good game.
Dome Keeper is fun.
I like a Dome Keeper.
Yeah, Mia too.
That game. Yeah, I remember Tim playing this.
So Dome
It's a
Keeper
while
is
ago.
a mining game. You land your dome on a planet, and you have to go mine for artifacts and resources to protect it from waves of enemies that will periodically come and try and destroy your dome. You can use the resources to upgrade your character and your dome to help survive. And it's generally just a pretty fun little roguelike. The controls are pretty simple. It's just WASD, no mouse or anything. You can use it for menus, but it doesn't have much function in other stuff. And all the upgrades are fun and interesting in a variety of ways. So yeah, and they even have different characters that you can play as, which function differently. I've been having a lot of fun with the Prospector.
Nice. I'll have to go
Oh
back.
yeah,
and
why did you play this? That's right.
I have to go back and revisit it because I haven't played it since they did the Double Dome update either.
Oh yeah, so that'd be interesting to try out.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I forgot this game is still being. Yeah, this game's still being
worked on,
updated. Yeah, still being updated. Version 3 Double Dome update is out now, and that was in October. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Things how it came out a year ago, a little over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what do you think, Ray?
So yeah. Oh, it's a fun game. You can definitely get lost in it for quite a while, depending on how big the map size you make. And it even has quite a challenge depending on what difficulty you choose. So I'd say it's a solid 7.
All right. We have reached the point where I'm gonna gush over a game. I'm sorry. I tried to be subjective and bring it down with the negativity. But now we're gonna talk about something I really liked. We're gonna For the King 2. Okay, For the King 2. I played it for 5 hours last night. Just so I could have more to say about the game, and now I love it. I would say, for what it is, it's probably one of the funnest experiences I've ever had in this type of genre. It's a grid-based, turn-based strategy game. And you can play it 4-player co-op, so every person in your party controls their own character. I find that to be amazing. I would love to do that someday, or at least even have 2 players do it. That'd be great. Everything's customizable. You can customize your run. You can customize your characters, names, structure. You can do some funny shit, like I put Silver's character in a dress for about half the run last night. It was great. So he's a big giant. He's a big giant. Big giant blacksmith with a pink dress on. It was great. It was great. I got Dan was a herbologist, which if you don't find that ironic, I don't know what to tell you.
Chemistry.
Yeah, he was a herbologist who did magic. So
Yeah, he worked his magic, I'll tell you.
yeah, it was great. But no,
Just throw some mushrooms at the people.
It took me 4 hours to finish one adventure. And in the game, there is 17 adventures. So, yeah, it would take me...
That's content.
Yeah, it could take... And that's with me skipping some stuff, because there's stuff that will, like, you can go do dungeons, and you can do castles that are side objectives. You could do a whole bunch of stuff, right? And the best part is I love the way it handles going into buildings. So it does like an old school, like, room by room battle mechanic in it. Along with like trap rooms and everything else, but the camera literally just goes from one room and then it opens the door once you finish that battle. And you walk through, and then you fight the next wave of enemies, and then it does the camera turn when you go around corners.
Yeah,
I love that. It's such an old school type thing, but it works so well in this game. Whether you play it by yourself or with actual friends, dude, there is no way I cannot recommend this game and scream how great it is from the clouds. Because it's very rare anymore, considering how many games I play and pick up and put down because of doing coffee and indie or all the things that I do, where I'm literally just like, man, I need to play more of that game. And this game was that game for me. Like, I literally played a little bit of it for coffee and indie and was like, wow, that's really fun. And that's why last night when I had nothing else to do, I was like, you know what? I'm going to see how far I can go with this. And I was hooked. I mean... It was fantastic. It is. I know we don't do 0.5, so like it's 9 out of 10. Like I'll be like Jill and be like badass you, but it's great. One of the most addicting things I've found since like Slay the Spire in that regard, where you just like you're like I can play more. I can play more. I could play a little more, and then I'm looking, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, I could play more, you know what I mean? It's like, it was...
I don't need sleep.
Yeah, I play Slay the Spire on my phone consistently. I have that on my phone now. So, like, when I'm not on my computer, I'm downstairs chilling on the couch playing Slay the Spire. So, believe me, I still play a lot of it. But yeah, I highly recommend the game. It's fantastic. All right. So now, instead of having a topic, we're making it so we have no work to do this month. We're making this real easy.
Yep. All right. You guys did it for us. Those of you who have
All right.
contributed.
Let's see.
If you like Slay the Spire, you
No.
could play Backpack Hero and play Tote because she plays very close to Slay the
That's
Spire.
true. Toad does play kind of like a card game.
All right, so we're gonna go through each person's list, and since I believe everyone who did it is here, we'll
Yay.
give everybody a way to either say like why they picked what they did, or if you're just here and you didn't fill it out, just let me know what your choice would be. That's pretty simple, right? Let's see. Best AAA game is the first question, and let's see. Rafonso, he picked Baldur's Gate 3, which I don't think anybody's going to argue with. Let's see. I'm going to have to keep going back and forth because I got Discord. All right, so we got Rafonso picked Baldur's Gate 3, Dan and Let's Maybe both picked Hogwarts Legacy. Which makes sense because technically Baldur's Gate 3 is not a AAA game. So
It is both a AAA game and not a AAA game.
yeah, I'm not gonna
Has
give
the budget, but
yeah I'm not gonna give anybody shit either way like
Mhm.
It's a AAA quality game. Put it that way.
oh yeah, for sure.
oh god then what are we calling all the AAA games that come out as shit? We call them double A now.
I think we can call those
just them
single A
shit.
games now, actually.
No, I
Yeah,
just
no.
call them shit or rubbish or crap. You know.
We call them
Or-
Ubisoft. No wait, hold on.
We call them triple EA games.
I actually have to say Ubisoft hasn't.
Triple E.
I have to say Ubisoft hasn't fucked up anything this year. They haven't done anything bad.
You sure about that? Have you been paying attention to the dark side of the internet?
Oh, you mean
Sure,
like
Tim.
the you mean like the NFT shit? I'm talking about games. I'm talking about
They're
games
still
games
pulling
itself.
down.
I know. So isn't
Well,
Square
yes,
though.
because they haven't released anything other than Assassin's Creed Mirage, really, have they?
And they're
I
releasing.
mean, that was okay from what I've heard.
They're releasing
Oh, yeah,
Avatar.
I mean-
there's the- Yep, Avatar. Yep.
Okay, so
To be fair,
Yeah.
if you can't release anything good, don't release anything at all.
exactly.
Yes.
That's how I see it.
So here's a question for everybody. Out of Hogwarts and Baldur's Gate 3, which are nowhere near the same type of game, let's be real.
No.
Well,
Nope,
like-
they are not.
Which one?
They're both RPGs, but that's
which
about
one?
it.
Which one do you think that you personally would enjoy more if you had played them? Like Silver did play
Shit,
both.
Tim. That's not fair.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
No,
you can
no.
talk about it. You'll
I'm
talk
kidding.
about
I'm
it
kidding,
next.
obviously.
You'll talk about it next podcast, Silver, right?
Yeah,
Well,
but,
I hope you're asking chat that and not us.
Oh yes, no, he's asking chat.
yeah, I'm asking.
Okay,
Chad
This
that.
is the community award.
Yeah, this
I
ain't this
actually
ain't about.
own
so-
Hogwarts, but I
Yeah,
have not
because-
played it yet. But I do want to play Baldur's Gate 3 a lot more.
In all fairness, it's a tough question even for me. Even though I've played both, I don't know if I could answer that question honestly.
Okay, so best indie game. Let's maybe went with Spells and Secrets. I'm not gonna pull them for that.
Yeah.
Of course.
Dan went with Baldur's Gate 3, which that's the
Makes
easy.
sense.
That's the easy way to include both.
Right?
Indeed.
Rafonso, on the other hand, went with something that I really enjoyed, which I feel like was a underground hit this year, which is Pizza Tower.
That got a
Yeah,
lot of
I've
attention
seen-
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've seen
Pizza.
Dorko and Dave.
That's fucking teamwork.
Hey, how's it going, Ava? Thank you so much for the resub. And yeah, Pizza Tower is
Hello.
fantastic.
You know what Pizza Tower reminded me of? Wario Land.
Yeah,
That's what it reminded
I
me
believe
of.
that's kind of what it was inspired by, wasn't it?
Yeah, it
I
kind of.
don't know.
You know what it kind of reminds me of for my older gamers out there? It reminds me of a mixture of Wario Land, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Booger Man.
Excuse me?
All right. Oh, no, my God. History lesson right now. History lesson.
Go right
Booger,
ahead.
Booger Man, a pick and flick adventure. Okay.
Oh my
My
word.
goodness.
Of course, that is what it's subtitled would be.
I thought we already got past the joke game
Dude,
section.
listen. No, it's $145 at Walmart right now.
Jesus Christ. Is it that ancient of a game? Or is it that hard to
It's
find?
a Super Nintendo game.
Oh, no wonder.
Ah, no wonder. That
Okay,
would explain it.
so here we're gonna take a second and we're gonna watch the trailer for Booger Man.
If you had jalapenos and beans for every meal, you'd have an atomic butt blast too. Booger Man for Sega Genesis.
Dude.
Hey, boogers aren't his only weapon.
Yes, what is this?
Wasn't me.
I'd never heard of this game.
Neither have I.
And I did grow up with this around.
But
I
I'm
never
just
really
saying,
played
character
anything before.
model wise, it does look like yeah, it is Andy Richter.
Yeah, I don't think I never played on the Super Nintendo, but I definitely have.
Oh,
played
great!
on
I'm gonna.
Genesis and
That's it, guys.
Mega Drive.
Dare accepted. I'm gonna get a Super Nintendo emulator, and we're gonna play Booger Man next week.
Oh my goodness.
The
Oh boy.
a pick and flick adventure,
Let-
baby.
Let the
I want to know how
Let's
this
fly.
game got just so astronomically popular.
Wait,
It's
people
dark.
like Wario
Yeah.
Land?
I guess.
I'm not surprised though.
I think it got a
because
lot of
Wario Land was
YouTube
fun.
coverage.
Yes,
Ah.
it did. Because even I knew about it.
I think even MatPat had a lore theory on it,
Okay,
Hey,
so
if I'm not mistaken.
looks-
So it
It
got
looks
popular.
fun, honestly. Wow, he's all
let's see.
fucked.
Best
It is very
multiplayer
exciting.
/ co-op game. Dan put Profit with a question mark.
And
It's funny
then-
because me and Dan's been playing. Well, you see, that the reason why he probably put that is because he didn't have anything to put there at first,
Oh, that's fine.
and that's when I suggested, say, hey, we could play Baldur's Gate 3 co-op. You know that, right? It's
All right.
right there. It's waiting to be played.
All right, so 4 is the best early
So,
access
yeah.
game, which Dan put Baldur's Gate 3, which is fair because it did come out of early access this year. Let's see. Rafonso put Halo Infinite as his best multiplayer co-op game, which is fair because Halo Infinite has made a strong comeback when it comes to its player numbers and like positive reception to the game in general. Because Season 5 was amazing when it came out for the multiplayer. Let's make
Yes, Dan, I can totally guess.
Fall Guys is Let's Maybe's multiplayer game of the year. I'm surprised that game's still going so well, but I'm happy that it is because it's a fun platformer game. Some people get rage
It's
at
very
it.
silly.
Some people rage at that shit, but like if you take a game that seriously, I'm sorry, you need to like go touch grass or something.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like losing, don't play that game.
That's why I hate the people that like are so salty and then play PvP games and then be like, "What do you mean? I'm not supposed to get mad?" Yeah, well, no, it's called having sportsmanship to a degree. Let's see. Dan changed his best multiplayer game to Baldur's Gate 3, so now it's Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 3, Baldur's Gate 3.
True.
Let's see.
Can you blame him?
Let's maybe put.
I mean, it's.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was
No,
gonna say
really,
it sounds like Dan would put Baldur's Gate 3 in every category if it made sense, but
Let's see.
No,
Well, he
really,
couldn't put
is
it on the worst
it is a
game.
blast.
exactly.
No, but no. In all seriousness, it is a blast in co-op if you know what you're doing,
let's
and you have someone that actually has intelligence.
Let's maybe put Valheim as best early access game.
Yeah, not
Alright.
surprising.
Yeah.
It's still been getting updates, so
I wonder how long it's going to be before that actually does come out. One point, probably a long.
I suspect it might be next year because they've only got 2 locations to add now, and one of them is they're like halfway through development, I think. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was next year.
Yeah, maybe we'll
I don't know
get
if I'd
maybe
put
we'll get
Valheim.
Secrets of Grindian next year, Silver.
Oh my god.
It's
Don't
only been in
fucking
early
remind me
access
about how
for 10
long it was.
years.
Yeah, well, that's almost as bad as like Starbound. Yes, Starbound was in fucking early access for like 10 years. Believe it or not, guys. In case you
Quite a
guys have
while, yeah.
forgotten. Yeah, that was in early access for the longest time.
For a
We
very,
were like, is
very
it ever
long
gonna come out?
time.
And when it did, we were like, oh, for fuck's sake, finally.
Alright, so Secrets of Grindia has been in early access for 8.5 years.
Oh yeah, that's not as long as Starbound. That was like for like 10 years or something like that. I swear.
Okay, and then to no
And I
real
knew
big
about it 2 years ago
surprise,
too.
everybody's worst game of the year was Gollum.
Of course.
Fair enough.
Well,
The game that looked horrible, played horrible. It was just sad.
yep, it basically, you know,
I mean,
Didn't
to be
even-
fair,
didn't
it
even need to
sounded
exist.
horrible from the get go. Like, who
didn't
actually
even-
wants to play a game about Golem?
yep, it didn't even need to exist. Put it that way.
No, not really. I mean,
really
like,
didn't.
they could have
It
made
really
any
didn't.
other Lord of the Rings game, and it would have worked fine.
Yeah.
Like, the other Lord of the
Yep.
Rings game, the survival, like, building game.
Oh, Return to
they made-
Moria, was it?
Yeah, that's not so
I've
bad.
heard that one is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it's alright. It's nothing to write home about, but I got it on Epic. It's alright. I played a couple hours of it. It's just, I don't know. It's like, you ever had just like where it's just meh? Like,
I've definitely
Yeah.
played a game.
it's
definitely
not
played many
bad,
games
but
where it's
it's
just-
not bad. But with a license like that, you should be able to make something a little more engaging. And it's just not.
Yep.
All right. So anybody else out there want to throw their hat in the ring and say like what their best game of the year was?
Yeah,
I-
Ava, did you contribute to that at all?
Yeah, Ava. What was your favorite
more than
game of
welcome
the
to.
year? What sex
You-
simulator did you enjoy this year?
wow,
No,
just being right blunt with that question.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna do the adult games at the end of at the other podcast. I'll talk
Oh,
about my
yes,
favorite.
I can.
I'll talk about my favorite NSFW visual novel of the year.
I actually haven't played any this year. Believe it or not.
Let's see. Being a Dick season 3 came out this year.
What about
I would
Baldur's
totally-
Gate?
I was definitely talk about.
Hey, that is not a visual novel, but it does have some aspects of what a visual novel could be.
It does have
you know,
lots.
but
It does
no,
have plenty of sex, so it's fine. So it's NSFW. So
See?
you're correct.
I haven't seen any yet, but yeah, you
And-
really have to get like into the game, like long into the game to see any of that though.
Okay, instead of like sex, we'll just say best NSFW game of the year.
Mm, of the year, huh?
Yep. Mine would be Being a Dick
I-
season 3. It's great. It's
I
great.
haven't played any this
You
And
year.
really
no-
resonated with that one, Tim?
And no, Being a Dick is not spelled DICK. It's actually just
It's
spelled.
DIK.
Yeah, it's DIK.
It's like that. It's like that company that does movies. That
I would type that in on Steam, but I would instantly get banned. By bringing up the trailer for
Yeah,
the
there's
game.
that.
Oh boy.
There's that, Dan. But that was more, heartfelt than anything. That wasn't really what I'd call it a raunchy or anything. It was just more heartfelt.
Okay, so here you go, guys. Real quick before we move on, what are some like honorable mentions that you guys have? Like, they don't have to be top tier. What are some great games you played this year that you think were just underdeserved or just under that level of greatness that you were like, I liked the game a lot, but it didn't hit the peak. So you talk about Cyberpunk's expansion.
Or just Cyberpunk in general. Because, I mean, you could say that the whole, 2.0 thing really changed the game.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
for a lot of people.
And then
it
they're
did.
getting 2.1. Holy crap.
Yeah, they're adding trams.
Oh, wow. I thought they were done. And I'm like, oh, I guess you're not. All right then. Cool. Yep,
Nope.
keep on going. I said, why not just
happening
make the
next
second
right
expansion
now,
then if you're gonna go this far?
Jagged Alliance 3? Okay, that's a good one. That's a good example, Dan. That's a great example. I would
I've heard
agree.
that's pretty decent.
Jagged Alliance 3 was actually a very well done game. I feel like that flew under the radar for a lot of people. It was popular for like 5 minutes, but to be fair, this year's been so packed with games that it's like
I'd say
you gotta pick and choose your battles wisely.
if only Proteus got its 1.0 this year, I would have said that because that game's really fun. Fucking difficult though, in the Proteus
Yeah, I now have that on Steam.
side of the campaign.
Because instead of giving it
I
away, I
bought that
actually
game
kept
twice.
my copy on Humble Choice.
Yeah, and I bought that game twice because I enjoyed it that much.
Sea of Stars. Yeah, you're a man after my own
I
heart,
haven't
Dan.
gotten to that.
Because check out my wallpaper. Haha, Sea of Stars.
Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, that was definitely one a highlight of this year for sure.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Starfield.
Okay, I would say Hi-Fi Rush is definitely the
It's a
surprise.
highlight.
The surprise of the year for sure. If you
Yeah.
don't like rhythm games,
Yeah.
I understand it's not for you, but for me, I loved it. I loved Hi-Fi Rush.
I mean, I suppose we should throw
is
Resident Evil 4 in there.
Liza P is good. Redfall's terrible. At least
No,
Redfall got bailed out by a couple of games, so it wasn't the worst game of the year. And I did play. I played some of the current update with my son Zachary, and
Oh wow.
it actually is. It's never going to be a great game, but it's definitely a lot more fun. Like with
I'm still never touching it again.
Yeah, that's my job. I'll touch it again. I don't hold grudges. I don't care. Starfield, I still
No, it's
haven't.
not that I hold grudges. Just,
Starfield, I haven't touched yet. Still, Sea of Stars is what I'm playing right now in my personal time when I don't get addicted to other games. People shit on Starfield, but no, I don't. I don't want to shit on Starfield. I waited till they put DLS, which they did like 2 weeks ago. So now I'm all for playing it. I just want it to run well.
the two things I say that are good about that game is the shipbuilding and the combat. That's it. Everything else is mediocre,
I feel like
especially the exploration. It's very piss poor. Could work for like a Bethesda game, but anyway, let's not get into any details. We'll save that for.
no, that's fine. I didn't think it was gonna end up on your end of the year list anyway, Silver. So it's fine.
Nope. No.
So
I have others.
So
Maybe Turbo Overkill if I can get some time into it.
the play acquisition leaves.
Since
some
that
people
came out
tired.
this year.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that 1.0 it did come out this year. Yep. So I would say this: if you're wondering what you're gonna get from us when it comes to our awards, it's top 10 games of the year. Unless you don't have 10, then we'll just go with whatever you have. And I'm gonna try and keep it to around 7 to 9 categories. So it's not gonna be like littlest detail possible. Like no, we're gonna try and keep it to
at least
the basics.
At least take a look at the category ideas that I
Yeah,
dumped in that chat.
But I will say that there's two categories that are automatically going to be a part of this. And they're always going to be a part of it every year until I stop doing this.
Yep.
So no longer is it the worst game of the year. It's the GLAB award for I hate this game, which means worst game of the year. But GLAB gets his own award.
Awesome.
He was in the podcast from the first one for like the first year and a half I did this until he got sick. So he will always be remembered. And AirRaiser will always have the game you pumped the most time into this year. He will always have his award. And obviously you're gonna have the best, and you're gonna have the stuff like what's most surprising game this year, or most disappointing game, or there'll be stuff like that in between. But I do want to make some stuff like best music, because music is important when it comes to game.
They are not all created equal, so.
Yeah. And one I'm adding, I know that's going to be added, is most creative game of the year. What it means is like something that sticks out to you because it was different than everything else. Like it doesn't have to be like different as in quality. I mean like different as in a good game that took a fresh idea and ran with it. Like that's an interesting idea to hear what people have to say about that too.
Tim's just trying to mask a way to put more indie games in the end of the year thing. I'm kidding.
Dude, well, don't worry about that. I still don't play that many AAA games anyway, so it'd be impossible for me to put too many AAA games in there. All right.
To be fair, the way you described that award sounds like it's impossible for any AAAs to win that one.
Oh yeah,
but we digress.
Creative? Yeah, we know creativity ain't what they're all about anyway.
Nope.
Oh well, I haven't
All
finished
about the money.
first expansion, but the second expansion isn't out yet. But yeah, I mean that was definitely fun, for sure.
I have to go
Combat
back
is
and play
amazing.
more of that game. See, like I'm trying to play catch up in December, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. So
Alright,
I've got through
I-
about
I
I've
did
got
finish
about
it,
through about half of the games that I wanted to go back and check out. Sea of Stars has taken me a long time, but I'm taking
Dead
my time
Space,
with it
yeah.
and kind of forced to. You know what I mean?
The
I don't want-
remake
I-
that didn't need to happen, but it did. But turned out pretty damn fucking amazing.
I don't want to give anybody
done.
any hints about how I feel about things. So I'm just gonna look at all the names that Dan's putting and go, that's great.
Mm.
But all
I was
right,
spilling out, little tidbits, but well, you haven't heard the full story.
exactly. Especially since you got 10, so like, there's a lot of
Oh, yeah.
oddballs that could be thrown in here or there. All right, so
Oh,
let's
for sure.
let's talk about the games that are coming up over the next month, which is not that many. We are
Yep.
we are not gonna be beating you over the head with too many this time.
Yeah.
I will say that the reason why my list is so small is because I really couldn't be bothered to keep looking after 8. That
Oh,
was it.
trust
Thank you,
me,
Murmich.
there was like
Thank you,
nothing.
Murmich, Thank you,
Yeah.
Murmich, for that one suggestion you sent me. Thank you.
Yes,
Dude,
I'll make sure to
there's-
give you some credit for
I
that.
went through the whole month. There wasn't a lot there.
there was not very much at all. I'm like,
Which is surprising.
is there anything?
All right, since Silver
Yeah,
since
I mean,
Silver
that should be
didn't show
surprised.
up yesterday, Silver goes first.
Yay!
Yeah, right. I mean, you have
such
my list.
such a bad punishment, right?
Yes. However,
Realms of the Fallen. That's the first to come up on the list. These are. I tried to get them in release date order, but I'm not sure if I have that nailed down. So you'll have to
That's December
forgive
4th.
me
You're
if
fine.
I don't.
It's a VR game.
Yes, I mean I've got to have at least one, haven't I? Besides, it's also a shooter, so I'm like, haha, you fucking surprised. You shouldn't be.
Massively.
I love VR. I love VR shooters. I've actually played a decent few. Like Compound was so much fun. I love that game, especially since it has like a comic book pixel style, so it felt very like I was watching like a comic book or kind of something like that. But yeah, very good fun. Oh, and there was also another one I played a demo of a long time ago, but I just can't remember the name of it. But that one had some really good combat.
Does anybody out here
Yeah,
besides Dan actually own VR? Like, I'm talking to chat.
aside from me,
Well, you're not in chat.
yeah. Well, technically I am, but no.
Could be a chat.
Or is Dan the only one? That would be somewhat disappointing, but also understandable. It's not cheap, and it certainly doesn't have, many amazing games, but it does have quite a few. If you look carefully, it does have
Wait,
quite a
hold
few
on.
good
Let me
games.
present this title before you click that, Tim.
Okay.
If you've watched Good Mythical Morning, you know that they like the Does It series.
Yep.
Well, this time, does it stack?
Oh God.
It depends, Dan. You need to look, and I can actually show you a decent few. Because I own quite a few VR games,
Oh my
believe
lord.
it or not.
It's a VR game where you try and stack stuff and not have it fall over.
Oh boy. What the fuck was that?
I love
That
how
just glitched
this
or
is
did that
free,
happen?
but if you go down to DLC, it's called Doesn't Stack Full Stack Edition. Oh my
Yep.
God.
Which is, I assume, is just like a paid version.
Yeah, it's probably
Like if you want to
unlocked
support
everything.
them.
Yeah.
This game would frustrate me more than it
Oh yeah.
entertain me. It would frustrate me.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I have a.
But I
have a
thought it
knack
looked
for
entertaining
stacking for some
anyway.
reason. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, watching someone else fuck up. Yeah, that'd be fun.
People
Why won't
raging
you
over
stack?
trying to get this to work.
Why won't you fucking stack?
Stay!
So we got Ray's first game, which is Cat Sandbox.
Yep.
That sandbox.
First thing you see is a cat crying. Lovely.
Aww. How dare they make Timmy cry?
Basic pace puzzle
No.
game.
Cat sandbox.
So, I mean,
It's
that's the
not a-
same thing.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, I saw this.
That's cute. Wait, wait, Tim. Ray just got a cute game. I
Yes.
thought this was Mamage's job.
I saw this, but I
Hey.
didn't grab it.
Hey, listen, Ray got the cute game this time.
Well,
But it's got cats, so
yeah.
I know, and so did my joke game.
Too true. Huh.
Despite it being a super muscular bodied cat person,
It did look
it
awful.
still is a cat.
Alright, so my
It did
first
look
one is
awfully cringe.
Sangavore 20 Below.
like the
Interesting
seems not
title.
Cat Sandbox is similar to Celeste.
So this is a
Sang-
4-player
Sangavore.
co-op psychological horror escape room game.
Oh,
I see. I'm interested in those kind of games, but I don't know about the others. You can give your own thoughts if you so desire.
and surprisingly, I still have not tried escape room game. Fun. Especially if it's co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be fun, right? Like, terrified screams with your friends?
Of course.
Yeah, and then someone trying to solve puzzles with their friends. Oh God. I don't know, man.
Oh, I got
the patience.
I got an offer to get keys for this. I was gonna drag you guys into it.
Sure, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Why didn't you?
Well, I got the offer like 3 hours ago.
Well, shit. Yeah, well, bye.
No, I did not play Try Not to Scream. I'd get through the whole entire game and everybody would be bored. Because jump scares don't work on me.
You sure about that? Tim, you're bullshitting. I've seen them work on you. Don't bullshit me.
They gotta
That's a
be
lie.
good though.
No, it's
They gotta be good.
That's a
though.
lie.
I was
Yeah,
laughing at
supposed to
Stray
be.
Souls. They were so bad.
Just wait
Oh,
until
oh
we
really?
play freaking
Alex
Yeah,
got
that-
okay. If Alex got jump scared, then okay. Then I guess it would work on me.
Tim, just wait until we play Lethal Company.
That's true.
I already know some of the dangers in that because I've already watched some people play it.
I've watched people play
aware.
it too, and I just want to play it more, especially with Tim and you guys.
Silver's next
Right.
game is one that I had on my list too. It's by 3D Realms. Well, it's published by 3D Realms, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been following this for fucking years though.
I know. That's
Years,
why I left
dude.
it. That's why I left
I've
it
known
for
about
you.
it for years.
What's the count? A little better than
I've
average.
known about
That
this
don't
for
tell me
years.
shit. I said, what's the
I'm like, hey,
motherfucking
well,
count?
I've never actually played the
All my
original,
65
so
change from Skid Row,
make sure to see where this
Uptown.
goes.
Where the fuck is Nicky at
You
anyway?
thought you were a real fan.
Bury those two motherfuckers. Yeah, I'll call you for $10.
Well,
All right,
I guess it's
well,
one of those old classic shooters that I've never played before. Not to say there isn't many of them
Oh,
that I
dude,
haven't
that.
played.
Oh,
Of course there's-
side note, Turok
course there's
3 got great reviews, Silver. You should check it
Yeah, I know, I already bought it.
out. Okay, there you go.
Compared to the original release.
Yeah, I love the face.
Yeah,
I love the face
has
animations too.
visually cleaned up. That's for damn sure. It definitely looks very good now. And runs so smooth. too. Oh my goodness, that beautiful 60 FPS. Oh, it was atrocious back in the day when I played on N64. Fucking atrocious.
I got a few more than
I'm
that, but
surprised
there
we
wasn't
finished
that
the
many
game.
games on my list either. Very small list this one.
I have 8. Just 8. And one of them is a recommendation from, or at least one that was shown from.
Wait till I see them played for the most
Shared.
part.
There you go.
That's fair, but some things you'll never see. I mean, to be real with you, Dan. A lot of games you'll never see because, like, they just fall under the radar. That's kind of why I do this, because there's so many games that fall underneath the radar. Totally.
This is why I go looking for stuff.
And this is another VR game, just to put that out there. Okay, a Shinobi VR game could be fun.
He's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You should try
certainly.
Sirento.
It's very cool.
Oh, if anyone has VR, Sirento was very fun for me. Sure, it's more like an arena shooter, but it was very fun.
Oh, it's got a grappling hook. All right.
Why do you think I added it?
10 out of 10. Grappling hook.
It's a VR ninja game with a grapple hook and a dog.
Oh man, where's my attack cat? Just kidding. Go get him, minions.
It's got a dog. I'm in. Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I would be, if I did play this game, I would be too distracted with petting the dog to actually complete the mission.
Fair enough.
And I was gonna call the dog Nikita. Say, who's a good girl? Yeah, you tear the trash here from my enemies. Yeah, good girl.
Oh, that does look
You
pretty
rip
good.
their faces off.
Yeah, people that like VR, man, you're eating good this month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, it's good that somebody is, because it certainly feels like it's been fair. Let's be honest. It took a while to find some stuff that was interesting.
Yeah. I noticed a few around over the months, but yeah.
Okay,
Didn't seem to
one of the
pique my
games
interest.
that Ray has that I'm also pumped for is While the Iron's Hot.
Mermitch also saw this, so
Yes,
it's
and
probably
sent
one
it
of the
to
better
Ray.
looking ones.
I just end up liking most of the Yeah, that's true. I could do that. Probably should do that right there. I would have guessed Mermitch on this one.
Really?
I'm guessing probably because Mermitch would also pick a game like this.
I did find it, and then I sent it to Ray promptly because I saw puzzles and thought, ooh, Ray would like this.
Well, it comes out in 2 days, and I'll be playing it on Friday morning.
Demo. Got a demo.
And a demo.
Yeah, so if you check out the demo, and if you want to see gameplay, I'll be playing it Friday morning for coffee. Got fishing. 100 out of 10. 100 out of 10.
Tim's new game of the year.
Yeah, all it's gotta have is fishing. All they gotta do is just make a game called Fishing the Game.
Just like Fae Farm, huh?
Oh, the Tainted Grail game that they made like a third-person action game, because the original Tainted Grail was like a what is it? Turn-based strategy game, and then they made like one that's kind of like Skyrim or something like that. Yeah, I saw that. I haven't played it, but I've definitely heard about it. All right, my next one is something that Let's maybe just mention because he's trying to spoil it. Is the Highland song? A Highland song. I already talked to the devs and got myself a key for it.
Hills are awash with stories.
Figure this month's
Come
pretty.
to the sea by Beltane, he
The,
said.
the Grail Taint. Yes.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Must be off my
This
top.
game I had found and thought, oh, this is really cool. I doubt anybody had found this yet. Meanwhile, Tim over here, I think 3 steps ahead of me.
Dude, okay, listen. Now this is a Mermitch.
Look,
Well,
it looks gorgeous.
Come to the
It does, and it also looks like you're hiking, so that's definitely a Mermitch.
as you can.
Yeah.
But it seems to have a lot more than just that, too.
and a Tim because
Yep.
platforming. There you go. See, now you got it.
Also true.
The Tim because platforming. That's all right. What's Silver's next game?
But I love pretty forest games.
Hollow Cocoon. Yeah, too bad the Firewatch devs have basically been absorbed by Valve, and you're never gonna, see anything from them again. All Mermit, Silver, why is it saying that it's not right? You spell it wrong. Yeah, you did.
I did? Oh, fuck.
No.
Considering that Mehmet sent me the game link.
I sent him the link. The link has the name on it.
Yeah. Hollow Cocoon.
Hollow
It's
or
supposed to be-
hollow?
Yeah.
Supposed to be a Hollow Cocoon.
The heck?
Yeah. We'll come back to that one.
Hold on. I have the link.
No, just send it to me afterwards. It's fine. I'll just go to the next one for now. All right. SoFi Origins.
It's O, not A.
Oh, shit. I thought I put Hollow, sorry.
I got it.
Okay. When I come back around, I'll use that.
Okay.
Sorry, but I was very tired typing that shit, okay?
How dare you be?
Give me a break. Yeah.
How dare you make your list while tired?
Why would
Okay,
Valve
yeah,
absorb a
let's-
game company? They don't make games. I don't know. They bought them and then never let them release anything.
No, they release They make games. They just don't make, third in a series.
Yep. They never make number 3. They make prequels, but they never make number 3.
Right. Just can't have 3 in the title.
It's so obnoxious.
Someday we're gonna get Left 4 Dead Origins.
Ah, it's a balloon, no!
Oh my god. We just got killed
Not
by
a blue
helium.
balloon!
No!
We just got killed by helium, man. Can't believe this shit.
No!
Alright, here you go. Mermit's just going for the AAA VR games now.
Look, they look nice, okay?
No, this game's alright. I like the first one in the series was actually... Arizona Sunshine 2.
It's rare to see good VR games come out, okay?
And I have actually played the first game.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. Just like...
You know, we've got a lot in common, you and me.
Yeah, this one actually does have like a full-fledged story and stuff.
God
So,
knows how.
Yeah.
it's sequel to.
And a dog.
Yep.
What else did they release since Half-Life Alex? They,
It won't undo what he did. But damn, it's
think
gonna
after
feel
that-
fucking good to get some justice.
Not from Valve directly. Oh, there's Counter-Strike 2. I
Yeah,
guess,
Counter-Strike
but,
2.
Must be the guy who bit him.
That doesn't
Right
count
there.
because it
He's
basically just
patient zero.
replaced Global Offensive, so that
Yep.
doesn't count.
Patient zero.
Why doesn't it
He
count?
It does not
suffer
count.
enough, you know?
Because it just replaces Global Offensive. Seriously, if you go to where Global Offensive is store page, it is Counter-Strike 2. So like, it doesn't count because it just replaces a game. It doesn't. It is not a new game. It just replaces an existing game. That does not count.
So
I
Overwatch 2
love,
is
I
the
love
same
the
thing.
fact you can shove a grenade
Yeah.
in people's
Yes.
mouths.
It'll be okay.
It is, Overwatch 2 is basically Overwatch 1.2 or some shit.
Correction, isn't Overwatch 2 technically a downgrade from Overwatch?
Yes, yes it is. Less
They
content.
Yes.
remove content?
Yes, they
Yes,
did.
they did.
Because it went from being a paid premium game to a free-to-play game.
Yep.
With less content.
Yes.
This would be on my list if it wasn't in VR. Yeah, I get it. But like VR people do need stuff to play.
Yes. They need to stop spending all their time looking in front of a mirror in VR chat.
Wow, people feel attacked thanks to Murmish. Now I'm gonna get banned and canceled. How dare you talk about their most their most populated demographics?
I have met with people who have multi-thousand hours in VR chat. Like they don't need it.
I know people that hang
And yes,
out.
it is weird, Dan. I know.
I know people that hang out in VR chat as a fucking furry and then claim in real life they're not a furry, and I feel like they're full of shit.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I'm guessing this is Ray.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. That looks really cool.
VR chat is very weird.
If this was just like a tower defense, it'd be one thing, but it's like a kind of a puzzle tower defense because your shots reflect off of stuff. So it seemed a lot more interesting.
I like it. Looks neat.
Yes.
And it's got a demo.
Now, guys, make sure you have your pick of the month picked out by the end of the time we're doing this.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a hard one this month.
Probably
Right?
probably gonna be that.
Yeah, alright.
As of my 4 games.
I'd have to rummage through the list and see what would.
You're writing cheese, and
I
I'm
got
just over
it.
here. I'm just over here and like cheese for everyone.
All right, my next one is Chessorama.
Chessorama.
Yeah, it's a collection of chess-inspired puzzle and strategy games.
Huh.
Interesting.
Neat.
Well, they have 4D chess in this.
What if
With
chess
time
boards for
travel.
soccer fields?
With alternate reality time travel.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I can't believe that there's some people that actually understand that, by the way. But this looks really
Wait.
cool.
What's so hard to understand? You just have to think in an extra dimension.
Wait.
Yeah, so you pick your games, and then as you complete games, you unlock more games.
Neat. So it's kind of like it almost sounds like it's What the Golf, but with chess.
Yes,
What the?
exactly, it is.
Chessorama.
What the chess?
Oh no! Don't give them any ideas.
Yeah, I guess there's like 30 different games they're gonna be having it.
Neat.
Cool. All right.
Seems like it'd be entertaining.
Well, seeing as how I just played Steam World Build earlier, that's why I didn't put it on the list. I took it off. 'Cause I was like, I just got them playing it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that'd be a weird thing to do.
Hey Tim.
Yes, Merch. I'm listening.
For like the awards thing, would it be possible for me to do like the best VR game I played?
Yeah! Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
the rest of us can't, like, me and
I
Ray
know,
obviously can't do
but-
that. You can mention it, I don't care. Put it on your best of the year list, why not? Make it an
Alright.
honorable, make it an honorable mention. We're gonna allow those if you have more than 10.
Alright.
I'm probably gonna have an honorable mention or two.
This is the one on Silver's list we were trying to look.
Yeah, yeah.
Hollow.
This is
Yes,
the one
it's
that I
the
sent him, and the trailer is quite eerie.
I can see that.
It's a Taiwanese horror game, I think. If I recall
Oh,
correctly.
that's unique.
Yeah, it reminds me of that other Taiwanese horror game that was called Begins with a D. The one that got fucking screwed over by fucking China. Fuck you, China. So much just because of a stupid fucking picture of Winnie the Pooh. Come
Oh, I saw
Grow
booty
the
cheeks.
fuck up.
I'm getting banned.
Oh dear.
No.
Yeah, detention.
No, not detention.
Oh,
no,
not
not
detention?
detention. No, that's another horror game that I possess, but have not played. But I have definitely seen gameplay of it, and it's that one's downright creepy, very disturbing too, and pretty fucked up.
Next on
Especially
Mermage.
considering it contains scenes of
Fascinating.
S.
Solaris Nexus.
Alright.
Yeah, very curious about that one. That's for sure.
I will say this
At the
is
center
this
of
is
the
totally
explored
a
galaxy
lab
sits
game.
The throne world of Nexus.
I know.
Indeed.
This
And
world
that-
is
and
I saw that and thought it
the
lab.
universe.
Yeah.
I
You
did
must
too.
lead one of the factions from
As
the
did I.
Galactic Rim to prove your
Because he's played
dominance.
everything.
and
I mean,
free
it's,
the
it's
world.
technically
Thousand hours
is this like
Each
Wow.
empire
an
begins
offshoot
with a
of
single planet,
Stellaris?
and habitable
I think
planets
so.
are
My
scarce.
assumption.
Yeah.
Soon enough,
It's
you will
a-
come into
it's an,
contact with rival neighboring
it's one of those
empires,
called a
and you must
spin-off.
choose carefully how to deal
Yeah,
with
he
them.
was. He was the king
A
of
combination
4X
diplomacy,
games.
politics, trade, and high-tech
Oh, hell
military
yeah.
development will be the key to ensuring continued
You
expansion
brought
of
some
your
to
empire.
my attention.
You will prove that you are most suited to take the throne on Nexus as the new emperor of the galaxy by being the first faction
I didn't
leader
even
to
know of
accumulate
Star Wars until you
100
mentioned it.
succession points.
And then I checked his
To
play,
earn succession,
playtime of Star
promote
Wars, and I was like,
galactic
holy
stability
shit.
by forming
Yes, yes, it
pacts
is
with
that
rival
movie.
empires from across the stars.
For 3,000
Use
hours.
your materials to construct megastructures in your star systems. Spread your faction's culture.
It
to
seems
foreign
like a
worlds
bit
to
of
give yourself
a
steady income of succession
streamlined
points.
version.
Follow your leader's unique agenda to level up, earning succession.
Maybe they're trying to
and
make it more
powerful new
accessible.
abilities.
Probably.
Every 8 years,
Yeah,
a
because
new
more
leader
people-
Stellaris
get more
itself
people into
has
the
the
franchise.
achievements
Seeing as
of
how
the
there's
council.
940,000,
The
you
council will
know,
recognize particular factions by awarding succession for different titles.
DLCs
including
on
the
the
coveted
original
Regent
Slow.
title, awarded to the faction
Yeah,
that
it's
currently
fucking
occupies
bloated.
the throne world of
Beyond
Nexus.
bloated, I should
After
say.
this, the council will convene to vote on new titles and resolutions.
That is
Working with your
what I
rival
get.
Yeah, it
empires
looks
to
very
control
much like a
votes,
streamlined,
enacting
simple,
titles and resolutions
simplified
that
version
favor
of
your
Spark.
faction will be key.
Which is
to
not a
your
bad
success.
thing, because it might actually get
The
more
path to
people to
galactic
try it,
power
since
is
4X
never
can
easy,
be
nor direct. But
intimidating
remember,
to some.
in space, no one.
Yeah, let's go with Solar Port. Yeah, so it's definitely streamlined if you can play it in about an hour. Yeah.
Steve, seriously, you don't stand a chance.
Damn.
So rally, alley, alley.
I saw this and thought of Mario and those of us doing the racing games. And it had a very unique premise. So it's a racing game, but the lead car pushes the track.
That's neat.
I like this trailer.
Yeah, this trailer's kind of interesting too.
Chaotic is definitely the word for it.
Yeah. So, staying on track is not necessarily the goal. The goal is to be in the lead, so you are the track.
I wonder how it even qualifies what the lead is.
By who's pushing the
Well, I
track.
think there is an end to it, I guess. But yeah, the track is probably an object you have to push.
So
And it
here,
kind of sticks to the front of your car.
There's two ways to find out. Watch
here-
someone play it or play it yourself.
so here is a monumental release coming up that I'm not sure is
Cool.
going to be good or bad, but it's sure going to be monumental. The day before finally comes out on December 7th, after
I didn't.
almost a year of delays and weird controversies and
I still
everything
think
else.
it's gonna get another delay.
I don't think it's going to get delayed. I just think it's going to come out and be crap.
Yeah, sure, it can look good as much as it likes, but whatever. That doesn't mean fucking anything.
The Day Before offers a uniquely reimagined journey into post-apocalyptic MMO
So they're
open
still
world
keeping
survival.
the name The Day Before.
Artfully developed
Yeah, they
by
got
Fantastic,
they got the
and
rights
brought
to
to you
keep
by
it.
the publisher Mytona. The
Oh,
open
that's good for
world of
them,
The
I
Day
guess.
Before is beautiful
This is
and
made by a
richly detailed.
Korean game
Set
developer,
in the
right?
present day on
Or
the
is it?
U.S. East Coast.
Remember
Yeah.
Dead
Following
Dozen
a deadly
Silver?
pandemic.
Oh god, no, don't you dare tell me this is
The game begins after
This is
you
the
are
same
rescued
developers.
as survivors of the Woodbury
This is-
colony,
this is-
your
this
new
is what they've been
refuge
working
and
on?
safe home.
Yeah.
Or
From now on, the doors
allegedly.
of Woodbury will
I know
always
I
be
keep
open
second
to you.
guessing
But
it, but
first, you will
hey,
create
I have
your
every right
unique
to do so.
character. Select a
Considering their
personality.
last
Yeah, I really trust that early access
detail.
talents
Immersing
when
yourself
Dead
in the
Dozen
vision of
was so bad that it
post-apocalyptic
was
America. Woodbury
canceled after,
survivors
like,
are
4
working
months.
to rebuild the community,
I didn't even get to
constantly
play
needing
that.
supplies, building materials, and various items. Your main
It's glad we
task
didn't
is to
waste
bring as much valuable loot
I
as
think they
possible.
know that if
And
they
in
fuck this
return,
up,
you'll be
the studio's
rewarded
toast,
with a
so.
local currency.
I think it
known
will
as
at least
Woodbury
come out
coins.
functional. I don't know if it's gonna be
Who the hell
good.
made your junk?
but
Keep track of
Yeah,
your
they're fed
health,
up.
hunger,
Their
and
track
thirst
record
indicators.
is fucked. It's bad.
And remember,
bad.
dangers are everywhere here.
Gameplay
ranging
kind of
from the
reminds me
vicious
of
infected to other players
That's
who are ready to take
Division.
everything from you.
Yeah, Division
Yes.
A, yeah.
We've designed
Doing the same
survival
sort of
in this world to be
Yeah.
a thrilling
Division with
experience.
zombies and
The
survival
weapons, which can be
inventory
modified,
management.
are made with maximum
Yeah,
realism
I've
to
played
ensure
something
that
like this
combat
before.
remains deep and engaging at all
If it
times.
doesn't have anything, you know,
Each
to
weapon boasts
differentiate
unique
between
characteristics,
those two things.
as well as
It
realistic
does. It's an
reload
MMO.
and
Generic.
recoil mechanics.
But so is the Division.
Yes.
Completing
But
various
it's not open
community
world,
tasks
and-
also
and,
presents an
it's
opportunity
still
to
an
earn
MMO.
Woodbury coins.
Well, who do I see
So
here?
Ray is not wrong.
How's it going, my friends?
Woodbury coins
just
can be
more
exchanged for ammo,
enclosed.
from regular to armor
And the
piercing,
sectors are
weapons,
separate from each other,
protective
but still.
equipment, backpacks.
I'm just gonna be interested to see.
drinks,
I like this
and
is gonna be
medicines.
one of those major sit back and see games.
Spa
I know
access
that a
to
whole
relax,
bunch of content
and a
creators
gym
are
to
gonna
work
be
out.
all over this to play it day one
Safeguard
because
your
they're either
accumulated
gonna,
items by
they're gonna play
storing
it
them
for
in
clicks.
secure
I get it,
storage.
right? I know how Twitch works.
Sure.
It's fine.
Exchange Woodbury coins for
But
cards.
me
to
personally,
swiftly
I
collect
just
loot
wanna
and access
see if
distant,
it actually ends up being
hard-to-reach
good or not.
locations.
And even if it's bad, it might end up still being good
You will
content
receive your
because
own ranch,
some
where you can
creators can
purchase
get away
and
with
upgrade
doing like the really
as well
bad
as
game
install
content,
furniture and
it works,
decorations.
but it depends.
Here's my point, right? It comes out on December 7th, the same day as the Game Awards.
The
So
ranch
everybody's gonna
serves
be
as your
watching that
cozy,
at night.
safe oasis.
So why
amidst the
waste money on this game to
post-apocalyptic
play
chaos.
it? You get a
Welcome to
couple
the
extra
next
viewers,
Everyone.
generation
it's
of
gonna be covering the Game
post-apocalyptic
Awards
MMO
anyway. Like,
open world survival games like never before.
wait
It's
till
not a day one
Immerse
purchase
yourself
per
in
se.
the day
No.
before.
not even for content creators, I wouldn't.
The day before, early access
I
December
wouldn't
7th.
recommend.
Maybe
Unless
some
they're
people will
desperate to
play it.
get coverage on it.
Yeah, they can waste their money on it. It's fine.
Yep.
So
Precisely.
I played some of this. I played the playtest of it. Silver put Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader on his list, which also comes out Thursday. I actually really enjoyed my time with the game.
Rogue traders, daring explorers.
It's definitely a very like in-depth RPG experience. So it may not be the best streaming game, but it's definitely a fun. It's definitely going to be a fun game to play.
And honestly, we don't really get many Warhammer universe RPGs actually. Now that I think about it.
Some of the galaxy's
Like, but there's so much you can fucking do with it. It's just that they don't do it right. That's the problem. A lot of people that tried just don't do it right. I mean, take Inquisitor for example. Because me and my father have actually played that quite a bit. That's more of like a mission-based shooter RPG quotations.
All of them are ready to
But
follow
yeah,
you
it does it
on the
well enough, but it's not an
battlefield,
amazing
where their
game.
unique
It's just,
skills can be the
alright.
deciding factor between victory
Again,
and
it's just,
defeat.
they've almost done it right yet. Let's see if they can do it with Rogue Trader.
True might
I'll be
lies
watching.
in their personal
Lebowski, I'll be watching.
rich worlds under their control.
We know, Silver. We know you're always watching.
Such dominant
Always watching.
Silver's the watcher.
Still, the enemies of humanity
Yes.
are numerous,
I watch
and
things.
they will not relinquish an opportunity
I keep
to
an eye on them.
strike.
Make sure they're not crap.
And worst of all, a ghastly.
But in all seriousness, yes, I will be keeping an eye on this and seeing where it goes. See its reception.
To undermine the
I didn't feel the need to put it on my list, but I feel like we can honorably mention that the Anacrusis is coming.
Ah, yes!
This month.
It isn't
Yeah,
on Game.
that's,
It isn't
that's
on
not
Game
good.
Pass anymore.
Traders
either.
withstand the law.
No, it is not.
No, but I believe it's coming. It's still coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. I listen. I have it on Steam. I'll check it out. That's for sure.
It's too bad it's not. I didn't even get a chance to try it out. And I was curious about it too.
Dude, how many copies of this game did I give away? Like a million.
Quite a few. They were given a lot of them.
Oh, yeah.
They give you a lot of keys.
Yeah.
They might still give you more keys if you ask for them to.
Probably. I imagine they will.
And
They'll-
It's from
They're
the
gonna-
creators of Left 4 Dead, right? Or the
yeah,
writer.
the lead. Yeah, the project lead.
Mm.
All right. Let's see. Oh, this is a good game. On Merwin's list. Born of Bread.
What?
Oh, it looks great.
Hey, don't worry, Silver, you'll love this.
Born of Bread. What the fuck?
It's a wacky and joyful RPG.
Well, we honestly don't see them.
Art style reminds me of like Tinykin.
Yeah, very tiny kid. That kind of 2D on 3D art style. Yep.
That certainly looks extremely wacky.
I know, that's why I love it. I want to play it like now.
Actually, it also
I
reminds
knew
me
you
of,
would.
Paper Mario
Yeah, that too. Yep.
with the speech.
Let's see. What's on? Oh yeah, Ray's list is done. So that's fair.
I'm done. That was it.
Mine is an interesting one. Mine is a Stargate game. I haven't seen a Stargate game.
I saw that.
Wait a second.
Stargate Time.
What they make? I was gonna say, wasn't there a Stargate game being in development at some point? I remember this about a year or so ago.
And it's from
It's
the
very
people
vague.
who made Warhammer Gladius. So.
I
That's
don't
good.
know Gladius. So, I don't have much to say about that.
I used to watch the fuck out of Stargate though. I don't know like how many sci-fi.
SG-1.
It's probably a dumb question,
Yeah,
but
hell
do you
yeah.
have a type of? No. Well, I mean,
I wasn't a
is
fan
it?
of that one.
You have to type it every time I go live. Yeah.
But yeah, SG-1 was the best of the seasons.
Didn't hold up very well now though. I was talking about the TV series. The original movies were
Yeah,
SG-1.
Yeah, SG-1 was a pretty good series. I was very disappointed though. There was supposed to be a Terminator game coming out this month, and it got pushed back like 4 days ago until like February. So
Aww.
I love Terminator. The movies are trash now, but I love the world of Terminator. You want to
Tim
talk?
likes the world of Skynet.
Yes, I want to live in Skynet, especially the nuclear explosion part. I want to live in Judgment Day. All right, next, Project Hypatos? Whatever.
Hypatios.
Yeah, there you go.
Hypatios.
There's no line on the P.
I know.
No. You don't have to do that, Savas. No. One entry, and that's all you need. And remember, no, there's no dumb questions in this stream. There's dumb people, but there's no dumb questions.
They might get some dumb answers too, depending on.
Yeah, who answers
how
people?
serious-
This seems interesting. What the? Fired by.
If I recall, is this the? Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, this is the game that said it had a Portal inspiration. So I was like, is that so? Kind of does look like it would.
It's trash. Terminator movies are really starting. Terminator 3 I watched in the theaters, and I wasn't incredibly disappointed. It was definitely fucking way less epic than 2. But after 3, it just got worse and worse.
Yep. Oh, don't get me started on
1 was great. 1 was great. 2 was epic. 3 was fair, and then the rest of it was terrible.
Yeah, Salvation was garbage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Christian Bale, but fucking Salvation was absolute garbage.
Alright, let's see. Murmich's list.
Yes.
Aerodangle.
Yep. Which honestly would probably work a little bit better as a VR game, but it still looks cool.
Yeah, missed high speed flying, parkour, grappling.
Oh, arrow dangle.
No, look at he's only
Tiny
looking for
planes.
he's only looking for games with grappling hooks now. That's all he's doing.
No. I saw this and thought, oh hey, this looks kind of like Super Truck.
Mermit's just the
Super Truck was amazing.
Mermit's just the fan service of this stream. All boobs, no substance. That's
Aye.
He's not wrong though. Kind of.
He is wrong about that. I find good games. Didn't I find Valheim? Pretty sure I did.
Did you?
Oh, you preferred Salvation over 3?
Seriously? Salvation was fucking garbage. Anyway, let's not get into.
Yes.
Yeah, let's not sink too deep.
Welcome to the Terminator podcast.
I mean, if you really want to start a movie podcast, Tim.
Terminator Revolution? Question mark?
No.
I watch enough movies where I can actually talk about it.
Hey, here, you want me to tie it into gaming? The last Terminator game showed me that Nikon could actually make a good game, and then they really showed it when they made the RoboCop game.
Resistance. Yeah, Resistance, yeah.
Alright, my next is Pioneers of Pagonia. It is a city builder where you can build 40 different buildings and 70 different types of good, manage wildly branched productive chains, and get creative. And also, I like the art style and the setting of the game quite a bit.
I like city builders.
And I like city builders that actually look like they're polished and not just like absolute jank.
Good.
Yeah, I like my games with a little jank once in a while, but not city builders.
Yeah, because making a city builder, or you're gonna need to kind of step it up a notch because you don't want to make it too much.
You watched your 100th movie of the year today? Jesus Christ, I think I've watched maybe 4.
Yeah, I can probably list out what movies I've watched this year, but it's probably more than 10, that's for sure.
No, I was actually impressed by the way this game looked. I really hope, I mean, how this is pre-alpha footage and it looks pretty damn good, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I wish them well on their endeavor.
What are we, firing them? I wish you well in your future
wish them
endeavor.
all the best.
No, that's why I said on their endeavor. I didn't say future endeavor. No, I did not want to make it sound like they're getting fired.
Better luck next time.
So, Tales from the Dancing Moon is a CRPG, isometric RPG game.
Well, can you blame me for picking this out? I was like, you know what?
A game from DJ Monkey.
The fucking DJ Monkey.
That sounds familiar.
Does it? Huh.
Play that funky music.
Not like a recent familiar though, like a Flash game. Old school familiar.
Oh wow. That's their only game, so they're a new developer, I suppose. Looks like they've been putting some effort into it at least.
Alright, I want your full review by the end of the month. You gotta play the whole game,
100%. Don't get your
Or what? He has to review Golem again? Like?
Yeah, no. He has. No, he has to finish. He has to finish Baldur's Gate 3 this month, or he has to review Kong Skull Island.
No, that's not gonna happen. No, that's not gonna happen.
That's not possible.
God, that is.
What do you mean? Dan can make it happen. Dan can make it happen.
No, because I've told Dan very bluntly, we are not fucking skipping anything in the game. Unless it's for a pure evil character, then no, we're not doing that either. And we are not skipping any of the cinematics. I'd said, look, this is my first time playing the game through and through. No. I know you've seen it like 2 or 3 times, we're not fucking skipping it. End of story.
Okay.
Also, Tim, you'd be taken away from any other things you'd be doing.
And besides, Tim, it's a freaking epic RPG. Of course, I'm gonna take my time.
You notice how I mentioned earlier that I'm playing Sea of Stars and I'm taking my time? I understand, okay?
Yeah, there you go then. You get it. You get it. 100%.
It's Flipperty.
Yeah, my daughter's so excited for this.
Yes.
Believe that.
Yeah, I've seen Jack.
A lot of people are excited for this.
Oh, I like how he had just had a catchphrase for it. Honey, I'm trash.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, yeah, the house does look like trash until you fix it.
Like my daughter literally has 61 hours in the first game. On my computer, so that's
Yeah.
Damn.
I think the only other game she put more time in on my computer is Sims 4 and Stardew Valley.
There.
Yeah, and as I jokingly said the last time we played, and I don't wanna, yeah, you know what I mean.
Oh, they got coffee in the game. All right, 10 out of 10.
Doesn't the first one have coffee, or doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. This is a this is a teaser trailer anyway.
I just got back from my trip.
It's like
Damn, well,
that's not even.
Well, yeah, it's not gonna look that nice.
Unreal Engine 5.
I was gonna say it could.
Actually, never mind. Unreal Engine 5, you could.
Okay, here's a game that is insane. Cookie Cutter.
I don't know. It sounds like it's been done before.
And this is my pick of the month.
Oh.
I can see why. I thought you were gonna say cookie clicker.
You found my backpack.
That's what Steam thought he said.
Yeah.
Well, there are too many clicker games as it fucking is. That's one. I think that's one trend that needs to fucking die. Clicker games. Ugh. They're fucking obnoxious. No,
Dude, I just love the death animations in this game. They're fucking insane. So for the people that are understanding what the hell this game is about, okay, this is an android you're playing as, and her like owner got kidnapped, and she just goes on a violent rampage and just starts murdering everything in her path.
Yeah.
So you're playing as an android who gets like new crazy abilities that, you know, originally she wasn't built with, so she just starts destroying everything with them. It's crazy.
Sounds like a game idea, but I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
it looks pretty good.
I have nothing against Metroidvania games. I've played quite a few. I own quite a few.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, nothing like taking your motorbike, beating somebody up with it, and then taking it for a ride when you're done.
I know. Oh, wait a minute.
Usually it's the opposite order.
Yeah.
Didn't Streets of Rage 4 allow you to pick up a motorbike as a character and fucking use that as a weapon? Oh my god, that was so fucking dumb. But hilarious at the same time. I was like, how the fuck are you picking up a 1,000-pound fucking motorbike? You know what? Whatever. It's a video game. I'm all for it. Just whack the shit out of people. All game. I'm totally down.
So this is definitely my game of the month. Oh.
I could definitely see why.
All right. What do we got left?
Cookie Cutter. Yeah, I'll add that to my list then.
Hey, Glav had Cookie Clicker. He told me about that all the time. I just saw an ad for Marriott Hotels Are Made in Fortnite. Dude, Fortnite is releasing 3 different game modes next week that are all fucking amazing. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to be serious. They're releasing a Lego Fortnite mode on the 7th, which is a survival crafting game in Fortnite, which is going to be completely Lego. And then on the 8th, they're releasing a racing mode that is developed by the makers of Rocket League. And then on the 9th, they're releasing a festival mode, which is made by Harmonix, the makers of Rock Band, which is going to be a rhythm music game. All in Fortnite at no cost.
I see Epic is making use of their studio, so.
Yes, they are.
About fucking time, huh? But sadly, it's all for one game, which is a huge disappointment to me.
Yeah, it's that one game that killed every other game.
They're trying to make a new Roblox.
I'm constantly
I mean,
reminded.
they already
about
have,
the
dude.
tournament
If you open up
dying by their
Fortnite
hands.
and look at the creative content, there's thousands of games. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great for the people that play Fortnite and all, but not great for me.
Hello, I'm Adam.
I don't care.
Founder
This looks
and lead
interesting.
designer of
Yeah, it does.
Games. I am here to introduce you to the gameplay of our upcoming game, Soulslinger on Way of Death, and how you
Is that
become
on your
strong
list,
enough
Tim,
to
or-
survive the
no, this
Oh,
was.
no, it's actually on mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah, you see,
like,
you see, I couldn't even remember.
Trevor's like,
if I
wow, this
picked
looks
that
like a
or not.
game
I'm
I
like,
play.
Well, that's the
Gee, I
Like,
wonder
oh,
why.
Wait,
and you'll become
it is on my
unstoppable
list.
until- But since it's a roguelite, it
Ugh.
will be pretty
do you
darn
know?
terrible to start with.
That moment you forget
Luckily,
what fucking
your
games
boss,
you had in
Death,
blasted.
here's the way I put it, right? Games are fun no matter what
And again,
they are, right? Like,
until your mission.
I'm over my shame
Once
when it
you
comes
clear
to
an area,
Fortnite. I enjoy playing
you
with my
receive a
kids. I
reward.
have fun with it. I don't care.
And can
Yeah,
choose a
man,
portal to step through.
Just so you know,
Each portal
100%.
shows what you'll gain from
Being
the
blunt
area
here,
beyond,
I mean,
whether it's
I don't take the
assistance
piss
from
out of that.
friendly
No,
NPCs
no, you
or
enjoy what
specific
you want to
rewards
do,
for
man.
clearing out
Yeah,
the
you
Especially
guys-
with family. That's,
you guys-
I'm all
hey,
fucking
you
big
guys-
that, you know
If you're
me.
looking for
Listen,
power,
we all
Here's
have
my
we all
father.
have that
First,
one
seek
terrible
out
monetization game
These
that we
orbs full
enjoy.
of
Like, you
rescued
guys
souls
play
offer you three
PSO2.
powers to choose from.
I
Or
play
multiple
Fortnite.
terrible monetization games that we.
Oh yeah. Genshin.
Genshin, yeah, it's like.
Okay, Star Rail.
Use Soulslinger with
Yeah.
elemental energy.
So
You can choose
I
elemental
I
powers
get it.
to
We all have that guilty
But
pleasure
if you
game.
fall, when you fall,
Oh yeah, more than one. That's for sure.
Murrich's last one is Dungeon Mage.
Yep.
I think I did look over this one. I think.
This one looked interesting. It is most definitely going to be a bullet hell.
And I've played quite a few of those, so I could attest to how chaotic some of those can get. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I've been to hell before, so I know all about hell.
Oh yeah, and I played Enter the Gungeon. Oh, that could definitely reach levels of holy shit. Why are you still fighting
I
bullets?
have not finished Enter the Gungeon.
Oh,
ever.
you must. That last boss
I
fight is
suck
insane.
at that game.
Murmich has now relinquished his gamer
Hey.
card. He needs to go. He needs to go.
Doesn't
No.
the Gungeon have co-op?
No,
Murmich.
yes, there is co-op for it. However, I am terrible at it.
Hey.
Are you
Maybe
ready?
Jen
I am
will help.
bad at dodging.
Okay, are you ready for the weirdest game this
It
month?
depends.
Custom Mech
Okay.
Wars from D3.
Oh.
D3.
Wait, this is from D3?
Oh.
Yeah.
I did
Oh.
scroll past this.
Hmm.
Are you ready to
It's
see
from
some
that-
weird shit? We have no hope. Look how wacky this gets.
Why does this seem familiar?
I wonder.
Look at all the guns.
My God.
That's fucking
The
obscene.
ultimate fencer.
So basically, is this Armored Core but on steroids?
Look at that.
Because
Oh my God.
I'm all for that. I'm all for Armored Core on steroids.
You ready for the bare-legged tank?
What? the fuck?
What is
Okay.
this?
That's definitely on my list. Thanks, Tim.
What is this?
There's a kitty and a burger bot.
Oh, for fuck's sake. That's hilarious. This,
Kitty
okay,
bot
I will
has
say
boobs.
this game has
Buddy
creativity.
Woody bot.
Yes.
That game has creativity. That's got creativity. Yeah.
What?
High five to them for creativity. I'll
Can I
give it
just
that.
say, this looks like how Air Raiders should play in media.
Oh my god. Oh, Dan.
What are these abominations?
Hey, creativity, guys, creativity. It's a dangerous weapon. Clearly.
Yeah.
Custom Mech Wars, baby.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my
The
God.
people that made those mechs are just fucking around. They're having a good time. Can you blame them? They're having a good fucking time with what they've got.
Is that multiplayer?
That better be multiplayer.
It is.
Yeah, I know, Dan. I know. There's some wacky shit. in that
Online
game,
PvP,
absolutely.
online co-op.
There you go then.
All right.
Well,
Next,
Tim, if you can find some keys for that.
I will look. I will look for sure.
Awesome.
Grand
I
Blue,
will. Oh, sorry.
Grand Blue Fantasy Verse Rising is the next game. But go ahead, Silver. Finish what you're
I can't imagine what creations everyone would come up with. Can't imagine.
I want the couple bot where it looks like a dude riding a girl that was in the trailer. I played the online test for this game. It is a fantastic one-on-one fighting game. Yeah, it's great.
I like beat 'em ups.
And it's got a good story mode, from my understanding. So.
Hey, I'm all for story modes and beat 'em ups. Because we don't have many that are, that are actually good. Well, I would comment on the music if I could hear it, but I can't, so.
There's certainly a lot of other things besides just the fighting, it looks like.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Good. Keep it, keep it engaging. Yep, keep it fresh, thank you. Yes. There you go. Perfect.
All right, we're gonna cross enemy lines here. In my last game of the month, and one that I guarantee I will be playing, is Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. I'm a cheap motherfucker. I'm playing through Ubisoft Plus because I'm not paying $70 for the game. But I'm actually really excited from it. It feels like they took the base of what they had with Far Cry and just transferred it to be more like Avatar, and I feel like that's gonna be cool. Could be great, could be terrible. I'm not
slowly realizing that Avatar would have probably been a better video game than a movie, at least for the second one.
Yeah, but I'm not a big fan.
I feel like that would still apply to the first.
Yes.
Let me clarify. I'm not a big fan of the Avatar movies. I'm a big fan of the Avatar world. So that's
the world building is quite good.
So that's why I'm interested in this game. I've never watched a second Avatar film. I've watched the first one maybe twice, and I'm just interested to see how that world works in a video game, right?
Well, at least you actually get to do things that a Na'vi would be expected to. Like you can basically tame one of those bird-like creatures you can ride, and they have in the movie.
Plus, there's mechs you can fight in.
You get to basically you get to play as a Na'vi,
and you get to take over mechs and do all the cool,
I've seen some how the gameplay mechanics work.
Yeah, you can do gunplay. You could go with just bows and just try and be like a wild scavenger. You could try and go full military and use mechs and guns and everything. The amount of variety in the way you could play this game is what's important. Plus, Far Cry 6 just is going to hit Game Pass later this month, and I'm going to damn finish it. I started that game with you a year and a half ago, Dan, and I got to go back and finish that fucking game. Now that it's finally on Game Pass, I'll have to pay $15 to play it. But all right, thank you guys so much for hanging out for the podcast today. I really appreciate it. Next one will probably I'm gonna try.
You're pretty.
I'm going to assume this might change that we're gonna try and go for the 22nd or the 23rd for the podcast. Well, the 23rd is a Saturday. That's the only reason I'm saying that.
Yeah.
So the 23rd would probably be the day that we're going to probably try and do the end of the year awards. For you guys, I will post all the categories after looking at silvers and taking whatever consideration. I will post those tomorrow in our Discord. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, though. I appreciate it. I am going to end the stream. And I probably, if I can get a hold of Miss Minnie May, I'll probably come back online at 9 and play State of Decay 2 if everybody's available to do so. If not, I will see you guys tomorrow for coffee in Indy, and then the next stream after that will be Thursday evening for the Game Awards and other stuff in Lethal Company because Mermage is paid. So
we gotta play it.
Yeah, we're gonna play it. But,
Gonna happen.
But yeah,
Gonna happen.
if I don't see you tonight, I'll see you tomorrow. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you Thursday. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, regardless. And say the thing, Silver.
Schlong out.
Bye bye.